Welcome to the Hawks Nest stream show. My name is Brandon Kane, and it's game day, people. Everything's still on the line as far as this season is concerned. The first place Arizona Cardinals rolling on into town. No one thought they might be here this time of year. They're there. They're tough. It isn't going to be easy. But your Seahawks are getting slowly, bit by bit, healthier as this year goes along. The return of Lucas, and it is due to be probably one hell of a matchup. I thank you for tuning in today here at the Hawks Nest. As you walk on in the door, if you could just dingle that little like button for me. It likes it. It makes it happy. And a happy like button is a good like button, right? Yeah, that's what they say. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a really fine day. I'm really looking forward to hopefully a really well-fought game either way. Can come out hopefully on the healthier side of it with our Seahawks, but it's going to be a physical one. It's going to be one that is going to be, I think, determined in large part. And I know a lot of the games this year are kind of this way, but I think they're most especially that way when you've been at times so porous in stopping the run. Now it's definitely turned around, and Ernest Jones's emergence has helped that quite a bit. But the Cardinals love to run. They will run on you all day long. They will not get away from it. Just because Kyler's there and highly paid does not mean that they suddenly get antsy in the pantsy about needing to throw the football. If you give them the 6 yards all day on the ground, they'll take the 6 yards all day on the ground. Put a few little screen passes in there, toss it to Marvin here and there over the top, and it's game over. You know, this can get very simple very quickly, and the Seahawks are going to have to bring the hard hats and get tough with it here today to pull this one out. But we know they've got the means. We know they got the talent. We know they got the coach. I think we're able to do it. We're 10 minutes out here of game action. Check in with you guys here in just at the rip here. Just a quick kind of capper on the early action. We've, of course, got the Browns surprising the Steelers on Thursday night, but then here in the early matchups, the Titans also surprising the Texans. Will Levis throws for 278 and 2 tutties as the Titans come away with that one. The Chiefs able to escape a victory there against the Panthers on the road as they've got that magic going. 10-1 Chiefs find a way. Buccaneers slammed Danstall over the Giants. The Dolphins basically slammed Danstall over the Patriots, but the Patriots put an empty 15 up on the board at the end. The Lions controlled, manhandled, whatever you want to say about that one. Though Goff did a lot of throwing in this game. 24-6 over the Colts. Still very odd watching the Colts' usage of Anthony Richardson. That's all I'll say about that. And with 39 seconds to go in the Cowboys-Commanders game, the Cowboys are up 7-0 with possession. So looking like, even though it is 4th and 12, it's going to be a long road for Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to do a miracle drive at home there to get this one through. The Vikings and Bears are tied up 27-27 at the end of regulation. So that game's going to go into overtime thanks to a last-second field goal by the Bears. And we'll see if maybe they can get a win there. That'd be great for the Seahawks and playoff chances. A couple of things as you want to look at on these games that are impactful in the early ones is Cowboys beating the Commanders. Good. The Vikings losing to the Bears. Good. So these are things we definitely want to see from our perspective if that stuff can kind of hold true here today. But let's see where you guys are at here in this early game now. See how we're rolling. See how our people are feeling. Young Guns, how you doing? Hopefully we'll get Pumpkin. We got her outside right now. She's knee deep on the couch. I don't know. I'm gonna have to shake her free here a little bit. Rockman Drove says, "Let's go, Pumpkin. Sharpen your talons. We're eating some Cardinals." She's ready, man. I've put her on the ketogenic diet here throughout the night. I'm just handing her Redbirds. I've got them in the cage. I'm not going to show you guys. I know that'd be against YouTube rules. You know, God forbid you let the animal hunt. You know, let the children see reality. But we're ready to go, man. Sean Lee, how you doing? William Asapaco, hello. Dizzy, can we keep the chat toxicity level to a minimum today, folks? I echo Dizzy's remarks on this. We have people will be in here with all sorts of perspectives. One of the things we try to do here is welcome a lot of different opinions, and I know people are going to get very strong in their opinions here as we get through the chat in this game, be it good or bad. And most often when it goes bad, I think to what Dizzy's talking about is that's where you're at the spot where you really start to feel that. And I think we just got to keep our heads with this and remember that, look, we're 500 record into a first season of a new coach. You've got a very young roster. the point I made throughout this offseason, no matter how much optimism I ever said, right, we got to have patience in this process, at least this year. We can get to the, coming to final conclusions after the season and after next year, but give it that year to kind of fully form, let the seed bud, let it break the surface, and let's see what it is at the end and where it all kind of lands. I think that's the only fair thing to do when you've got a new regime coming in. Michael Crowhorse, how you doing, man? Let's go Hawks. Flag Sabbath, hello. Steph, Radu in the house. What's up, Radu? Tarkan. Free Truth, what's up, 12? Abel, Germa, big game. It's a big game, man. A lot on the line. Herbicide, let's go. Let's go Effing Hawks. Good to see you, Herbicide. Gorgie, Monkey, let's go Hawks from soggy England. Oh, it's that time of year, isn't it, Gorgie? We're getting just a little bit of rain here, and I can't even complain from years of living up in the Pacific Northwest, which is very much like your England. And it's, there's something about when it's wet and cold in the air and how that makes you feel chilled as opposed to when there's just snow on the ground. It's not that bad. But bundle up out there. Maybe they can warm you with a game day win. Nate, please, let's win at home. Please, by God, let's win at home. Dizzy says, always a bunch of Geno sucks. Or offense can't move the ball or defense trash. Yeah, I think that there is a little bit of that sometimes. That's, let's say it's people have got the thing on the hair trigger on that one. And we got to just be, let the thing just, let it go forward. Let it go forward. We'll find out by the end of the year where things are going to stand. One Airborne, go Cardinals. Well, thanks for checking out the channel today, One Airborne. Best of luck to you guys today. Jorgos, Casey, go Hawks. If we can beat the Cardinals 2 times in 3 weeks, it would make the year. It would definitely make the year and give you a very, very good opportunity to take in this division. Because I think if you get the 3 home wins, and you obviously still have to take care of a little business outside the division with probably a couple of other wins on the schedule, but you got the Rams at the end of the year at that point. Yeah, that could get very interesting, Jorgos. They get very interesting. Arizona's got a lot of fight. This is not a bad team, folks. They're in first place for a reason. They had a daunting opening schedule. Definitely, it's going to be a hard game to pull off. We're not just going to be able to walk over them because it's the Cardinals. This is going to be a different type. This ain't your daddy's Cardinals. This ain't your grandpappy's Cardinals. This ain't your grandpappy's St. Louis Cardinals. Young Guns, Connor Williams isn't our center anymore, so we might stand a chance. Mark Habercorn, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you. Sean Lee, let's go. BC says, beat Phoenix for LA. Hey, we're going to beat them for us. For us. And oh my gosh, the Commanders. Touchdown. Do they go for the 2-point conversion? Whoa, whoa. 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 I don't know what happened in that Cowboy game. I don't know what just happened in that Cowboy game. Commanders got back 86 yards for a touchdown. I don't know what just happened because now there's a kick return back to the Cowboys and they just housed it. Wow. That's crazy. Well, let's go. That works in the Hawks' favor. Seth K. Aloha, how you doing, man? Possum, what's up? Flag, hey, space. Yo. Nate. We can win away games, but not home. Shaking my head. Time to make our home games crazy again. Time to. People have talked to me about the fan base needing something to root for. This team's giving you something to root for in the first season of this coach under McDonald. He's giving you something to root for. Arizona team's not going to have necessarily the fan base to come in there and take over that stadium. I went there a couple of years ago with the Cardinals in our house, looked at the stadium. It was not a sea of red. So, i.e., you should have your fans here ready and set to go here as far as this goes. How you doing, Seth? Even more Hawks. Hello, though. We're down to game time here in just a second. We got 3 minutes away from this thing starting up on our end of things. Too many ba-ba-bas there. Too many ba-ba-bas. Yeah, that Cowboy game, I'm going to go back and watch the end of that thing. Looks crazy. Aaron says, looking all over the league gives me hope about the future of the Seahawks so far. Good progress. They just got to stay consistent and keep improving. Well said. Very well said. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you there. Holy shit, there's 14 seconds and the Commanders still have a chance in that one, huh? Wow. Hey. Okay. Okay. Couple, we got the OT game too with the Vikings. Boy, that's in favor of us though. Vikings can fall and the Commanders can fall. That narrow road to the wild card run. I want to get the division like all of you do, but the narrow road walking into this week to the wild card path widens just a little bit. It widens out just a little bit. All right, we're about here to game time here. We're about here to game time. Commanders down to 9 seconds, it looks like, in their game. We have late game action with the Niners on this afternoon, as well as the Rams. There's two games that also do factor in here just a little bit. Just a little bit. We got the opening kickoff here as this game's going to go right off the jump. And it looks like the Seahawks are kicking off. I always like that. So a little deferment. Take a little deferment, please. I don't want to go to nom. Oh, kick back up to the nice return. They're up to about the 33-yard line. Boom. Boom. Richard Stewartson, thank you for being a member of the Hawks Nest for 2 months. I appreciate you for that, man. I don't need... No. Thank you. All right, 1st and 10. Ball, 33-yard line of the Cardinals. Murray going to come out under center, 3 wide, far side of the field. Play action. Goes out the other side to Trey McBride on the rollout. I love those plays at the beginning of football games for quarterbacks. To me, it's one of the, because you're getting him moving on the throw. You're getting him usually an easy completion on the crossing route from the tight end coming from the far side of the field. And it tends to be atypically open on top of it. And Murray ran that really well. But it also gets your quarterback in rhythm. So those short rhythm throws that get him a little bit to now where you get down a drive, you can start to actually kind of push the ball a little bit. 1st and 10. Murray in a pistol look now. He's going to hand this off to Connor. Connor wrapped up by Leonard Williams and pulled down to the ground. Good job by Leonard in a pursuit there. He was not going to let him get away. He said, no, 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 no. Two-yard gain on the play. This will bring up a 2nd and 8. Oh, they give him 4. Healthy spot. Pistol look again here for Kyler. Dropping back to throw here. He's going to be sacked down to the ground. Boye Mafe crumbles him from behind. Mafe working on Paris Johnson out there, and I think he just got the edge on him. Rocking out of a wide 9 there was Mafe, and he just never got picked up. Cardinals just blew the pass protection scheme wholly there. You get that wide alignment like that with those defenders and Mike McDonald's defense off the edge, and it's hard to sometimes kind of, they're so wide out, it's almost like they're in just about cornerbackville. 3rd and 14 for Kyler. Shotgun look. Seahawks bringing a blitz here. Kyler's going to try to scramble with it. Seahawks are all over him again for a sack. Swallowed up by the Rook. Tyrese Knight, the UTEP 2-step, and a sea of other blue. 4th down, Seahawks on a nice opening stand here on that drive. Pressure coming alive. A-gap blitz there by Tyrese Knight. Gets home. Ernest Jones working off his back with a little bit of a loop on his blitz. Seattle running games early here with this Cardinal offense, and you got to earn the right to get to those blitz packages, and the Seahawks did so by getting to that 3rd and 14. High snap here. Punter is able to get it off. Booming kick will be fair caught at about the 15-yard line by D. Williams. Gino will come right out. I got a couple donos here. Bear with me on those. As these late game 125 shows, they always flip back right quick forth on the first couple possessions. First down and 10. How good is it to see Charles Cross out there? Gino under center. Hand off here to Walker. Walker swallowed up in the backfield with early penetration there on that play. Cardinals all over it. Kazir White, the linebacker, shot the gap and was able to bring him down. Outside zone run there, just too much penetration. I've often wondered if that's a little bit of what's preventing Grubb from going to those calls more often and having him sort of live more into the inside of the run game on the offense, because you just get so much of that penetration coming that just doesn't flow. 2nd and 14 for Gino here in shotgun. Dropping back. Lets it rip over the middle here. Nice completion inside to Bobo. Be a gain of about 8 or 9 there, making this into more of a 3rd and at least makeable. Gino and shotgun. Cardinals showing a blitz now. They drop out of it. Gino, he's got time. He finds DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf down the football field to the 48. Great patience in the pocket by Geno Smith not to panic, and he got some great pass protection there. Plenty of time. Subtle pocket navigation on the play to climb just a little bit up on it. There we go. Nice little movement there. Keeps his eyes down the field and finds DK Metcalf. Nice throw. Good job getting open there. 1st and 10 Seahawks. Handoff here to Walker. Run right up the middle there for a nice little gain of about 6 yards. We've got an injury on the play. Lineman down for the Seahawks. I think it's Lakin. Or Bradford. They're testing out his ankle right now. It does look like it is Bradford. So Christian Haynes will come out now for the Hawks. They're probing around on his ankle there. Third round pick. Hopefully he just did the roll thing where you roll it and it's like a basketball injury where it hurts really bad for about a minute and a half. You feel like you're going to die through your foot, but then it starts to relieve a little bit. You catch your breath. You go. The sweat starts dripping down your face from the pain. You eventually come around to like, okay, I can walk on. Okay, I can kind of move it a little bit, but hopefully he's okay. Richard Stewartson, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, go Hawks, we can do this. We can do that, Richard. Thank you for all of your support to the channel as well as a member. Man, we can get this. We can get this game. Mega Gok Roger. And they do have him walking off the field here, kind of under support and help. So it's looking like Bradford's day probably done. Megan, I'm here with a migraine from hell. So I'll have you on in the background while I work. Let's go Hawks. I can keep bragging rights. I know that's big time, Megan. You know, your brother's getting ready. He's got it just chambered if they can get the dub here. 2nd and 5 for the Hawks. Gino, pistol look here. 3 wide. 2-man backfield with Charbonnet and Walker. Charbonnet is going to get it. Jumps over the first tackler at his feet in the backfield before he can push forward. 2 run plays, 2 early points of penetration by the Cardinals defense into the backfield. Well, hang in there with that migraine, Megan. I thank you for the $5 donation and hope it feels better. Hope they can get you a dub, make you relieve a little bit of that pain. 3rd down and 4. 9:08 to go. Seahawks on the 48-yard line in Cardinal territory. They're showing a blitz here. Oluwatimi communicating down low. They drop back out of it. Gino. And Gino's going to get sacked and swallowed up there. Just eyes down the field. Nowhere open, I suppose. We have a flag on the play. And it's going to be on the Seahawks. False start. So a nice drive kind of comes to a stop there. Line just could not give him pass protection on that play. We'll see where the pressure came from if they ever decide they want to show maybe a replay. Boy, the broadcasts are brutal. They'll show you the guy on the sideline dabbing people up, but they don't actually want to show you a replay of what just happened. I don't know who gave it up. They didn't show it, so the whole line kind of got crumbled there a little bit. Gino had a little bit of time. It's 3rd and 4, and you'd think there's just a quick route out there for him to find but they did drop out of the blitz, so they put all the guys out into zone. You know, you had 7 guys back. Nice punt here by Dixon. Beautiful kick. It hits it about the 3 and bounces backwards to the 8. Nicely done on his part. But it looked like maybe they were trying to press some of the routes down the field and anticipating they were going to get a blitz there from Arizona. B3, and thank you for the $5 donation. Says, let's go Hawks. Incoming first place. It's incoming. Let's go. Let's get it. Defense comes back out in the field for their 2nd possession. I thank you for that, B3. Love the optimism. Love the positivity. Let's get this. 3-4 look for the Hawks here to start things out against the 2 tight end look from the Cardinals. Handoff inside to Connor. Connor's going to try to bounce this outside. Witherspoon doing a good job of setting the edge and pursuing. Great play by Witherspoon. We're going to have a flag on the play. But Witherspoon showing some great instincts there. Showing some fire out there. Let's go. Love the energy from the defense. And he's asking Coach McDonald if he wants to hold on the holding call. Holding, decline that. Yeah. 2nd down. Decline that ish. It's half the distance. You already got maybe a negative 1 yard play on that anyway. So it's like for 4 more yards to give an extra down. No. 2nd down. Kyler back in shotgun. Quick snap. Quick catch. Trey McBride taken right down to the ground as soon as he made the catch there. Julian Love all over him. 3rd down. Third and a long 3. Kyler going to roll from shotgun here. 4 wide look. Double A gap mug pressure drops out of it. And completed over to Marvin Harrison. Hits him on an out route there. Witherspoon in coverage. Marvin going from the slot there. A little bit of a health. It was a little baby push off at the stem of his route. Bobbles the ball for a second there, but able to reel it in. Yeah, we're going to have to get Pumpkin in here at some point, hopefully. She's been laying out lately. She marched throughout. There, look at that, as if on call. Did you hear your name? 1st and 10. Handoff inside here to the rook, Trey Benson. He'll take it for a gain of about 2.5. Nice job. Holding up the middle there defensively. Looks like Tyrese Knight in there, along with a couple of inside defensive tackles. Early game they're showing here. The Vikings able to put it through an OT against the Bears, so they were able to get the win in that one. Second down and 8 for the Cardinals. 28-yard line in their own territory. Empty look here for the Cards. Interesting alignment. Pressure. Incomplete. Nice job there by... Wait, what's going on? Oh, that was weird. Defender Hawks got up and started running with like something happened. Oh, yeah. Third down and 8. Snap. Quick here from Murray. He completes it. They're going to mark him short, though. Yeah, the tight end came back to catch it, and he fell forward on his knees. And he actually put himself back from the first down. So you're in 4th and 1. Do you go for it here if you're the Cardinals in your own territory? No score from Gannon. He's not necessarily in that mode of a Campbell here. We'll see if he thinks this one through and calls it, but you're deep in your own territory to try to go for this 4th down early on. And that's a big spot there. I like the spot there by the official, though, because he's untouched, so he's coming back. It's not that he's caught the ball, gets touched, and then goes backwards, hits it. He catches it and goes backwards by his own voluntary nature. And that was where, when he puts his knees down, then past the marker, that's where it sticks. D. Williams is going to return this now. He's got a little bit of room to work with to the outside. D cuts this outside. Does a nice little job on the play, getting them out from the shadow of their own end zone to about the 16-yard line. But a great job by the defense here. Two series looking very stout in the run game. And nice job on the, thank you for the official on the proper mark. Proper spot. Proper spot that was. Proper bit of a spot that was. Phoebe Moore Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. When you watched Fubu, life was easier when you watched Fubu. Laughing out loud, go Hawks. Big Boy, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you for that, Big Boy. Folks, we are on the road today to 18,000 subscribers. I believe we were a mere, what, 74 away? We are 74 away from 18,000 subscribers. So join Big Boy today. Help us get up over the top of that mark. Sub on up. Snail, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, oh, so our O-line is just cured. It isn't JS's fault. I hope so. We'll see. I'd love to be able to say that for sure. I'd love to be able to say that. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. Cardinals full of Seahawks rejects. It is a little bit Seahawks out down there. Just a little bit. There's a bit of that flavor, and they've been kind of like that in recent years at times with some of our cast-offs. It's also a little that, as I call it, incestuous nature of interdivisional pilfering. Or just, you see a guy play against you a couple times and you really like him and you start to get a little bit in that, what if we get to free agent? We can sign for a low-end deal. I mean, that guy's not, he's not too bad. He could be, workable on this. I don't know, but there's a lot of them down there. That part's true. I'd rather be a flying X-Wing. Thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate you for that. Very kind of you guys. Really very kind of you. I'd love to see you and Dan Vines do a joint stream during an away game since he always goes to the home games. Go Hawks! Well, thank you, Flying X-Wing. I'm potentially open to doing it and having some folks on here down the road here with this. So I'm potentially open to it. I'll see if maybe I can work something up on that side of it. Appreciate the suggestion. And go Hawks, man. I would definitely have Dan on for that for sure. Yeah, we would, huh? Yeah, 100%. 100%. See, Richard Stewartson with the $2 donation says, come on, Pumpkin. Where are you? We need you, Hawks. She heard you, Richard. She heard your call. Look at her. She's up here in force, full-throated, ready to roll. Oh, we got a little drizzle here. A little drizzle. 47 degrees southeast, 4-mile-an-hour wind. Typical Pacific Northwest fall day. Kyler Murray throwing away his tablets. Shotgun look here for Gino. Cardinals coming out with a 3-4. They're anticipating run here all the way. Gino with time. Gino with time. Gino with time. Gino with time. Gets it out to Walker. Walker with some space to work with. He's up the field 15, 20 yards down the field. Gino had all day in a Sunday brunch to find somebody out there, and he was able to locate. Great job in pass protection there by the offense. Cardinals drop 4. Flips it out there to Kenneth Walker's just kind of standing there like, hey, Gino, I'm open out here. You can hit me up, man. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Nice gain on the play. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. Seahawks on the 34-yard line in their own territory. Handoff here to Walker. He's bouncing around looking for space. Really nowhere to go. Just swallowed up by the Arizona Cardinal offense. We might have a fumble here. Or no, just falling forward, I think. Well, it almost looked like a fumble there. Loss of 2. Running game for the Seahawks continues to be troublesome. Walker probably just should have taken the 3 yards in a cloud of dust there. That was one where maybe you don't bounce that. Just run it right up over the top, take a yard or 2 gain, and call it a day. Second down and 11. 4-man front here from the Cardinals. Gino, quick throw out to DK Metcalf. A little comeback route there for a nice little gain. So bring up 3rd and short. DK working off press coverage there. On just a little stop route. Blitz look from the Cardinals. And this is going to be an interesting call. Seahawks could try to claim they're induced here because the defender jumped offsides, but then JSN moved from the outside as a receiver. I don't know if they give you the benefit of the doubt on that one for the receiver. Wish they snapped that. That's where you want your Oluwatimi there to snap that on that to get the false start from them. Third and 9. Blitz is coming now, Gino. Double A gap pressure. I don't think they're faking on this one. Well, a little fake. Okay. Pressure gets down there. LJ Collier just got a sack. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh my God. LJ Collier got a sack. Cardinals have showed a lot of blitzes, but they're not bringing anything. They're dropping the full pure 4 when it's all said and done. Laken Tomlinson got beat by LJ Collier. Oh. Punt here to the beautiful punt by Dixon to the 20-yard line, sends the returner out of bounds as he catches it. Well, whew. How bad's the offensive line? I feel like I got to do the Johnny Carson bit. I saw the Seahawks offensive line today. How bad was it, Johnny? It was so bad, LJ Collier was getting sacks. Oh! Kenneth Ferguson, thank you for subbing up to the channel. I appreciate you for doing that. Kenneth, welcome aboard the Hawks Nest, and thank you for helping me get to 18,000 a day. We're going to get there. I can sense it. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Kenneth, Sanchez, thank you for another $5 donation. Appreciate you for that, too, as well. He says, we haven't scored on the first drive this entire season. Grubb needs to be held accountable. Indeed, that's that thing I talk about on the making those assessments, and that, when you get to the off season and you got a new coaching staff like this, I think the thing you feel certain about and what you're going to go about doing is saying, well, we're rocking. We got this coach that we feel good about. Now he's going to need to be in concert with our general manager on those players that are going to, be what he wants in the model going forward. He has a certainty on which guys he's inherited here that'll be part of what is and what isn't. And likewise with that, the coaching staff that, he's put together from last year is the same way. Coaching staffs every year are under always a microscope. It's not the same as a head coach. It's a little bit more of you can, take stock and take account. I think that it's going to be hard a little bit, Sanchez, on the determination with Grubb on these kind of deals like the opening drives and whatnot. And then I know that that's them scripting stuff up, and I appreciate that totally. And that you could say, well, it's them not scripting up a good script. But then is it also by the nature of where this offensive line's at a little bit, and that how much you can't really be very reliant upon it, and neither in the running game or the passing game? And has that been the factor really at the forefront in preventing them in these opening drives, or has it been bad play calling? And these are the determinations for a head coach to make into the offseason on it. But just the things that I think you got to partly kind of turn over more than just they didn't score or not. You go to the how did they not score? Was it the certainly the OC's messing up or not putting that game plan together, or was maybe something a little bit else? And I'm not saying it's not, maybe he's not having a good game plan. I'm just saying that's all the things you got to put on the table to make that determination on that. All right, third possession here for the Cardinals. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're going to set up from their 20-yard line here. Kyler's going to go under center. Come on, get the noise going. He's trying to communicate down there. Come on, 12s. I can see people in the stands not screaming, you lazy SOBs. Pistol, look. Run up off the left side, gain of 3 or 4. I really hate it when I look at moments like that where they're at and they can show you a clear shot of like a whole crew of people in the stands, mouth closed, smarmy little look on their face, wearing blue. I don't have any screen. 2nd and 6, 1:35 to go. Shotgun look here for Kyler. Play action pass, dropping back to throw. Ball's hit. Ball's up in the air. Ooh. Almost an interception there for Ernest Jones. Oh, wait. Are they going to say it's a fumble? Hold on. No, it's not a fumble. They're just going to let him run it back. I think the ball, I don't think his arm was going forward. I think his arm was going forward. Seahawks are trying to signal it's a touchdown, but I think his arm's definitely going forward. That's not a touchdown. Is that touch? Is it? Huh? Hmm? Oh, yeah. It might be. It might be. It's close. I mean, his hand's going back. His hand is getting hit by Leonard Williams, so it can't come forward. But technically, is it coming forward and then it gets hit a little bit? All right. They're overturning it, so they saw conclusive proof. I don't know on that one. I don't know if his arm's really at a point of going forward there. And I don't know if there's enough there to overturn that on the play. I mean, it's got to be conclusive at that point to overturn it. I don't like that overturn. If the call on the field's incomplete, then so be it. I'm all right with it there, but if it's the call on the field's a fumble, that looks like a fumble. His arm doesn't look like it's going forward to me. Ugh. The call on the field was a touchdown, or not touchdown, sorry. We got a completion now up to Marvin Harrison. Boy, what a big play that is. Yeah, that's going to maybe loom as a very big play in this game. I do not like them overturning calls unless it's completely conclusive. Maybe there was an angle they have we couldn't see, but it looked like his arm was never at a point of coming forward once he hit the hand. Spoon with a nice hit here on Harrison out of bounds, but it's a big play all the way up to the 46-yard line for the Cardinals. 55 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pistol look here for the Cards. Handoff inside to Connor. Connor lowering his head like a battering ram, getting very little in there. Hankins. We got a flag on the play. Good job by Hankins. Looks like we got a hold. And Hunter keeps glazing Witherspoon. Good. Give him some love. First down and 20. Clock continues to roll. 34 seconds the first quarter. Cardinals pulled back all the way to the 36-yard line here. Shotgun look for Kyler. He's going through some reads, finding Connor Williams. Good job tackling there. Tyrese Knight and Ernest Jones, your new inside linebacker duo. Jones and Knight opening their law firm today, tackling you instantaneously. That's going to wind us down through the end of the first quarter, as this game will remain 0-0, locked up. Locked up. Thomas Cox, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, firing Grubb is beyond stupid. He has an O-line that can't insert their will and is forcing Geno to throw the ball. Yeah, this is a little bit where I would be out on my side of it, is that we may come to find, in conclusion, we may come to find that Grubb isn't a guy that can get it done at the pro level. I don't think that there's been something that stood out to me that he's just shown that he's in over his head and that he's not a guy that can get it done. But that it gets hard to make the evaluation when the line is in such a state as they're in. It makes it really, really difficult. You have 4 carries on two drives in this game, -1 yards. the point of running early downs at times, even if you're not going to get success early on in the run game and getting 7 or 8 or 9 yards, is to at least, okay, first down, we're to 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8. Okay, then we can get it down to a 3rd and 5. But if you're getting negative 2-yard plays, negative 1-yard plays, then it does go down purely to throwing the ball, but then it also goes down to throwing the ball with you being behind the sticks when you're later into the downs, when you're into 3rd down and 9, 10, 11. And then that's where we get the Cardinals able at that point to really pin back and roll and not, get after it from a pass rush standpoint, other teams as well. And then you add on top of it, you have an offensive line that can't always pass protect particularly good. It becomes something that can draw everything down to a non-functioning state really quickly across the board. And as McDonald said a couple weeks ago, it is what it is, so it's going to be hard. But I think it'll make the evaluation tough for this one with Grubb, because your offense has at least been all right. You're going to put, Geno out to the most prolific career of his career, passing yardage wise, on that side. Mike may look at it like, I set you up in this environment where I wasn't always ready for an offensive coordinator to go get the most out of this necessarily by the nature of how, I don't know. Again, it's hard to say. I'll leave it to Mike on that one. I'm okay with being patient with the two, because I understand how hard it is with this being the impediment we're dealing with. I thank you, though, Thomas, for the $5. Sanchez, thank you for the double dip on the donos. Richard, you too as well. Very kind of you guys. Kyle, I agree. The refs overturning that was BS to my eyes as well. I think you got to go with the call on the field there, and the arm did not look like it was going forward to me. Well, maybe we'll have a better angle on this when it's all said and done, some super slow-mo shot, but a couple of shots that they showed on the telecast looked like, to my eyes, that the arm was not going forward when he hit it. And it's got to be conclusive. You're going to overturn something. It can't be like, well, it kind of looks like. It's got to be like, we know with certainty that it's okay to overturn this call. 2nd and 18. Kyler back under center here as we kick off the second quarter. Kyler's going to get this out wide here. A catch and a very short completion on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Nice job of rallying up by the Seahawks defenders there. 3rd down and 14. Defense playing very well today here. Pass rush got in there again on that play. Looked like Leonard Williams was bearing down in on Kyler once again. Twelve's on their feet. Come on, 12 man. Come on, 12 man. Double A gap mug pressure from the Seahawks. They bring just 4. Leonard Williams again flushing Kyler from the pocket. Kyler's going to throw it deep down the field. Julian Love jumping in front of it. Will not be intercepted, but Love just jumping in front of it to prevent the completion on the play. Well done by Julian Love. He's played a whale of a game so far here. I've seen Kyler fit those throws in before. Love just driving on it from center field. I think he had a single high coverage responsibility on that play. Almost Earl Thomas-esque in that read and drive on the ball. The guy that got as a Hall of Fame semifinalist this week. And Seahawks, 3 possessions, 3 punts. Oh, Jesus. Punter fell down there. No penalty. All right, the punter was just being theatrical. Seahawks are getting very close on the punter for the Cardinals in this game. They're going hell for broke right now on trying to block a punt. Robs, I think the punter did the old, they're like the punters are the soccer players of the NFL. Blow them with a stiff wind and they'll fall over like they were in a car crash. And I think if we were to go back and replay that one on that, I can't say for sure, but I'm going to reckon to guess that he acted like a grenade exploded around him rather than a guy actually hit him. Joshua Carlisle, thank you for the $10 donation. Says, forward motion to the arm. I'm the biggest fan of Hawks as they come, but I get them overturning. Physics would suggest the ball won't go 10 yards forward if the arm didn't move forward. That's fair. I mean, that's fair. I suppose that's true. That's a good point. Hadn't considered that one. It is just tough, though, when that slow motion's going. Kaboosh. Oof. My lying eyes, they're telling me it was a fumble. Yeah, I think so. But I won't get too turned over by Joshua. We're going to get a chance in this game. We've held the card defensively. You've given your offense now 3 chances. You're getting the ball back in the half. You know, this isn't the game in a play like this where you go, we got robbed just because this one play with it, you know. All things being equal, when it's all said and done, fumble or not on that play, and so then it was a touchdown, but I mean, just all things being equal, we got a chance here, you know. We've got our opportunities now. It is about, not leaning in on what the officials tell you or getting to those calls, but about how can we go actually take the game, overcome the officials, their problematic, overcome it, be better. And I know it's not easy, but we got the opportunity here. We got full chances now to go take this thing. V-Ray, thank you for 34 months as a TheSeahawksNest member. Almost 3 years, my man. Thank you. Hey, Coach, can we try to run the ball under center for one series? I won't complain. I promise. We'll see if they try here coming out now in this third drive. It would help on some of these runs, I think, if they could know they're not going to get a negative play on them. But Gino's going to start out in shotgun, so it's looking like pass here. And that is exactly what you're going to get. Gino, we're going to have holding on the play. So he's going to complete it. Just get down, JSN. Just get down. It's holding. It's holding. Just get down. Thank you. This will definitely come back. Look like maybe it was a tight end over there, I think, that just decided to lay on somebody. Look, definitely, yeah, Pharaoh Brown gets clipped here for this. And once again, back behind the sticks. Just like every time, it's either a negative run or it's a holding call or it's a sack. It's just you live behind the sticks as an offense, and it's so hard to be successful. You're also now right back to operating from the shadow of your own end zone. 1st and 10. They're going to go into JSN on a little tunnel screen here. He's going to get it for about 2-yard gain. And he's holding because he's got instantaneous pressure he's given up. That's why he's holding it. Not a tick-tack call. It's called because he blew it. Oh, we got a little interesting look here. JSN in the backfield on this play. He's going to come back in motion to an empty look here for Gino on 2nd and 14. Cardinals, 4-man front. Oh, my God. Looks like this is going to be probably a safety. They're going to say there was a guy in the area, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, offensive line. Come on, line. Christian Haynes got down on this. All right, Gino found a man close enough. 3rd and 14. Wow, the offense is in rough shape today here so far. Looks like Gino's going to go for a deep here. He's going down to DK Metcalf and almost complete, but pulled out at the end of the catch. DK had it. Ripped out. There's a flag on the play anyway. I think it would all have been irrelevant whether Metcalf caught it or not, because I think the Seahawks had 2 men moving or in motion or something happened on the line with them on a pre-snap call there. Oh, there's no PI on that play. That's a good defensive play by the Cardinals. Dixon out to punt for the 4th time. He's going to let it rip. He gets knocked down. I don't think we'll see that called, I guess. They're just not calling punters getting knocked down. That looked legit on Dixon. This O-line is the devil's work. Yeah, it kind of is, Wu-Tang. It kind of is. The spread offense is built conceptually here to be something where it's peppering the ball around the yard a little bit, where it's not trying to drop back on 5-7 step drops on the often necessarily. And when you ask the offense to live that way, you're asking the offense to live outside of what it's really built to be. And then it can't be much of a surprise when it doesn't work as well or work as much. But it's every drive. It's something that I know might seem like a blame game to everything else a bit, but it's every drive that you walk into it. And even there on that final play, whatever happens there with DK is irrelevant. He makes the catch, doesn't make the catch, it's irrelevant. He makes the catch, he gets called back because there's a pre-snap penalty on the Hawks. And it's just that, like, one thing after another with that stuff at times where they just can't stop from the self-inflicted stuff that you can control. I mean, remember Pharaoh Brown's case, he's like, look, I got to hold him or he's going to sack Geno. But some of this could come back to as well. Sanchez bringing up the evaluation of Grubb too. So like, well, why do you have Pharaoh Brown blocking an edge on the play? Can Pharaoh Brown block an edge? In the run game. But I just, it does make it hard. Their line makes it hard. Oh, look, another Joan of Arc show movie. Hollywood has lost all of its originality. They really have. They really have. Damn. First down and 10. Short punt there by Dixon. Almost got blocked, so wasn't able to get as much on the punt there. Throwing right up over the top to Trey McBride. Beautiful throw there by Kyler Murray. Layered that right over the top. Able to fit that right in over the top the defense there in the hole. Trey McBride with a couple catches in this game. First down and 10. On to the Seahawks 35-yard line here. Kyler, shotgun look, play action, dropping back to throw. He's going to rip it out there to Trey McBride once again. First down. Bride wide open on the play. Busted coverage by the Seahawks. Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, yeah, I missed your previous comment. I'm sorry, Sanchez. Let me get that 1 second here. Sorry, thank you for the donation. My bad. Gotta be careful with that. Ibuprofen, thank you for subscribing. Give me 1 second here, Sanchez, on that one. 11:30 to go here. First and 10. Pistol look here. Cardinals out about the 15-yard line. Read option look for Kyler. Able to get almost outside there. Nice job by the defense to corral him on up there. Gain of 3 for Kyler on the play. Kobe Bryant talking some smack out there. Like to see some chippiness out there. Murray so quick. Cat-like quick. Second down and 7. 10:43 to go in the second quarter. Nothing's the score. Murray back in shotgun. Trips to the far side of the field. He's going to throw balls. Looked like it almost might have got hit again there. Still able to complete it. Dortch, short completion for a gain of about 5 in the middle of the field. 3rd and 2. Cardinals have a nice drive working here. They're tough to stop in these 3rd and short situations with the big James Conner in that backfield. Seahawks. Heavy men on the line of scrimmage here. A lot of guys expecting maybe a run here. They're getting a pass instead. Ball's looped over nicely to Michael Wilson in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. We do have a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is on the field here. Holding. And that will replay 3rd down. All right. Nicely. That's a big call there. Paris Johnson with the call there. Let's see what happened with Paris. Looks like Derek Hall was trying to get around him. Yep. You can't do that. Grabbed him right up around the shoulder pads there. That's right out in the open, and he's right next to Kyler. You got to call that. This will take this from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 12. See if the Seahawks defense can make it hold up. Come on, D. Come on, 12s. 9:51 on the 18-yard line. Kyler, shotgun, 4 wide. Seahawks come with 4-man pressure look. He's looking backside here. Ah! No catch. Job in coverage. They say no catch. We might have to go back and look at this one. I thought Marvin Harrison pulled it in. Wonderful grab is how it looked initially there. Incomplete. Yeah, we got a challenge on the play. Is it out, folks? Give me the confirm. It's out for sure. I'm hearing a lot of out for sure, but I thought it might be the catch where he scrapped. It looked like he might have scraped the ground coming across that other foot. And then there's a ball control issue on this one too, whether or not he has actual control of the ball at that point. Yeah, because he's flipping the ball back to his hand. I see if you're tossing the ball to your hand, and then that's not till he's got the 1 foot in, no matter whether anything scrapes or not. That's bobbled at that point. You can't, he's like, no, he controlled it, throwing it from one hand to his other hand. That's just, he's a Harlem Globetrotter. That's just what he does. He likes to style on guys on the catch. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you can do the bobble part is the key to this, because he goes up it and then he bobbles it down. So no matter what happens before the point of the bobble is irrelevant. He can scrape, he could be over there tap dancing like Gregory Hines. It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter. And he's probably just throwing that challenge down just for like, well, we got the Kyler thing overturned. Maybe we'll get the benefit on this one too. Let's try it. Pew, pew, pew. I'm taking a long time on this commercial. Holy lordy. Le NFL de commercial. A lot of pylon discussion. I don't know about the pylon talk. I remember a play back in the Super Bowl with Darrell Jackson. That didn't work. Call's going to stand. Yeah, see, if you go back, there's playing Seahawks in the Super Bowl where that happened right at the end of half with Darrell Jackson when they didn't get the whole pylon thing. Call will stand. Let's go. Let's go. Big play there. 35-yard attempt for the Cardinals now. Kick is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Cardinals take a 3-0 lead. 9:43 to go here in the second quarter. Yeah, it might be a college called where you can put the pylon in, but not at the pro level. Does that get the benefit of the doubt? And you don't get the Benny in that in the pros. I've seen a few of those go down like that before. The bobble killed it, yeah. When the bobble removes any of microscoping down on that, where his feet are and what's going on prior to that. Couple bobbles from Marvin Harrison today. He was able to reel in one of them. He's able to reel on both in, but let's not get his feet down in time. Sanchez, thank you for the $5 donation. And man, I'm sorry about missing your dono on that. You know, it's not certainly not purposeful. He says, counterpoint, use short passing as the run game to hide the deficiencies of the line. Roll the pocket. Be under center more. I'm not seeing anything. Valid points down the line, Sanchez. Valid points down the line. When was the last time we moved the pocket? You know, like you say, I mean, it's throws out there to running backs in the flat. I mean, you did once in this game, but only after it was begrudgingly Geno navigating everything else that he was looking through his progression reads before he got to it. You certainly don't do it purposefully. It's where I've liked the thought of going to more of those tunnel screens and stuff. And they've tried to work that once here so far, but staying with it. You know, I think what you're talking about in the more manufactured angle of it. They started out the game of the Cardinals with that under center play action rollout, those kind of plays, you know, easy completion throws, stuff that's likely to be open and give you sort of a lot more easy plays. Not where everything has to feel so, I think, to get down to kind of to parse down to what you're saying on the bottom line, not for things to have to be so hard in how you're setting them up necessarily for the offense all the way across the board a bit. I think that's completely valid. All right, we've got 1st and 10 for the Hawks here. They're going to take over from the 30-yard line after the kick went back into the end zone. Geno under center here. 2 tight end look for the Hawks. Cardinals will counter this with the 3-4. Pitch wide here. Walker, a little bit of space. Nice little hole there for Walker on the play. 4 or 5-yard gain. But all valid points, Sanchez. And, you know, again, doubling back to your initial point on this is just everything's got to be up for evaluation this offseason. We're going to get to a contender phase of things. That's what you got to do. Just take a look at everything. 2nd and 5. Pistol look. Staying with that time package. Walker loose in the open field. Woo! Walker almost busted that one. A final ankle tackle brought him to the ground, but he was just about to take that to the house. That was just the top of his foot there. Oh, almost. Almost. I've seen him be able to slide out of those runs before, too. 1st down and 10. Pitch play here again to Walker. Walker trying to use some patience here. Eventually finds the corner just to get himself back to the original line of scrimmage. Kind of going back to almost the same play you just ran there a little bit. Cardinals were ready for it. Second and 10. Down to, there we go. JSN diving forward, catch and run. Nice job by JSN. He jumped forward there at the end to get himself the 1st down. Short little catch. He was at about a 6-yard catch and then cuts it back inside and then just jumps forward to make sure he gets the 1st. Nice little play there. First down and 10. Seahawks on the Cardinals side of the field. Inside handoff here to Walker. Short little gain there. Great job by the Cardinals timing that play up. They had a safety coming down from center field who hit that gap right where you wanted to run that and had that thing timed right up perfectly. Cardinals defense has played a whale of a first half. Just what you see with them on tape. Second down and 8. 7:45 to go here. Lockett goes in motion. 3 wide for the Hawks. Back to Walker. Back to Walker. Back to Walker. Back to Walker. He's got all day, does Geno. He's going to throw this up and deep and just end up throwing it away there on the play. Boy, he had a lifetime back there to survey the landscape and decide what he wanted to do, and nobody open. Kind of wish he'd just gone to Walker quick there right after, but I think he wanted to hit DK. Boy, DK is just wide open on the play. What are you looking for? Just hit it to DK there. I don't know what Geno was seeing there. Empty look. Third down and 8. Cardinals showing a blitz. They're going to bring it. Geno doesn't see it. It's going to get sacked. Cardinals have faked the blitz a couple times this game, and maybe Geno just thought that was going to be blitz. They showed their hand that they were coming, though. I just think he just didn't take notice enough of the fact it was coming there. Great play by Budda Baker there to slide that inside on the blitz. Charbonnet has just been brutal in pass pro the last couple of weeks too, man. He's supposed to be a guy who's really good in that game of things, but he has been just absolutely brutal. Let's go back to that previous play. You got Walker cooking. You got Walker working from Geno's standpoint. Get it back out into your hot hands hand. You know, he's out there in the flat. Throw it out the flat. Take the 5-yard play. There's too much in this offense of trying to just be cognizant at times on the reads. It seems like, not in the throws all the time, but in the draw to the reads deep. It seems like there's too much with the quarterback going to deep reads that he's waiting on long developing routes to get to the reads on, where it's got to be back to more of the short attack there. More of an onus on that rather than this trying to draw a deep thing. Be nice to see Geno use his legs like he did last week too. To a couple comments, his points out there as well. I'm seeing, yeah, like he did last week, and maybe a few more. Just go. Rather than standing back there waiting for the blitz to eventually get to you. If you don't got it, if you're not going to throw it, then go take the 4 or 5 yards, man. Just a little less of the trying to get greedy down the field, just more to move it slow, move it go. Even more Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Jess knows nothing. He can't see how bad this offensive line is. He can't get sold on it too much. No, I don't. It just doesn't resonate with him. I've tried a couple times on that point, and I can't get it anywhere with him on that one, Phoebe. But he's pretty hardened on it. That's for sure with it. Hellfire Boy, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you for that, Hellfire Boy, and welcome to the Hawks Nest. Jeffrey Thistle, thank you for the $10 donation. He says, I watched the Redskins today, and it really highlighted why I didn't want Dan Quinn. No shifting or motion or trickery and much zone. That will get a few teams in regular season and fail in the postseason. I agree with you, Jeffrey. I think that this is where the game is going, not just because this is a de jure defense, but because this is going to be sort of a mandated aspect of how you run your defense into the future. You've got to change. You've got to shift. You've got to give them different looks. You give these very, very good offenses the same sort of mean potatoes kind of look from a coverage standpoint, off coverage looks, and you run a significant amount of one style of coverage or 2 styles of coverage or even 3 styles of coverage. You're giving offenses too much predictability to be able to then, really just eviscerate you. And you're right. Some teams you can get away with it on, some teams it can work with, but once you get to the good offenses in the postseason, they will know how to take that apart. and take it apart handily, like we saw last year with the Packers in that Cowboys game. To your point, Jeffrey. Well said. Thanks for a $10 donation. Kyler setting up for shotgun here from about the 6-yard line. He's going to drop back to throw and let it wide. It'll go right through the hands of Trey McBride. Tyrese Knight in coverage there. Throw was a little bit high, it looked like to me. Baker, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you for doing that, Baker. You can sub up the channel today, folks. Help us get over the 18,000 subscriber mark today. We're working our way to that, hoping to get over there today. I think we started about 75 away today. So if we can get over that mark, that'd be great. Great. 2nd and 10. Kyler on the 6-yard line. Handoff inside. Ernest Jones read that right up. He stuck his nose right up in that A gap, and he stopped that. He said, no. Jaron Reed also there making it happen. 3rd down and 9. Well played by the defense there. 12th man up on their feet, roaring. Can't you hear them? Third down and 9. Kyler's shotgun look, 4 wide, 3 wide to the far side of the field. He's going to change the play. He's sensing something's happening. Seattle's going to adjust off on a change. Pressure comes. Hall completely gets forced out. And good play down the field by Tariq Woolen. He wants an offensive pass interference. He's not going to get it. Derek Hall supplied some really quick pressure. I was worried at first because he completely was just flying off the edge, but almost uncontrolled, and allowing then Kyler to get out the back of the pocket there with one of the old Russell Wilson pirouette moves. Kyler throws back across his body 50 yards down the field, throwing a prayer hopefully up there to Marvin Harrison. But Tariq Woolen was down there, giving him no chance. Good coverage down the field by Tariq Woolen. Great defensive stand here by this defense in this first half. They have not at all made easy here. Certainly the bigger field, longer field helped, but they have done their part. D. Williams is going to fair catch this ball at the 38-yard line. Seahawks are going to have 4 minutes and 39 seconds to work with. Timeouts in the hip. Possession after halftime. This game coming into it was one where you had everything in your control, everything that you could come to take today. Now, if you want this season still, no matter what's happened prior, you can go get that now. You can go get this division right now. And like that, here in this game, okay, you're down 3-0, but you've got the ball with 4:39 here. You got 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball after halftime. Go take control of this game. Do you want it? Do you want it? Defense is doing their part. They're giving you every chance here. They're playing awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Now, these are usually situations Geno does pretty well in with the 2 minutes. Geno this half, 6 of 9, 77 yards. Walker, 7 carries, 20 yards. Charbonnet, 1 catch for no yards so far. CJ says, Brandon, run the ball here. Yeah. I think you've got to go back here to Walker. You got a little bit of room there. I would just try to do a little featuring of Walker, a little bit of the short routes, have him do that thing where he starts out in shotgun, let's say, and then you have him draw underneath and you hit him underneath on those little routes with just little 4-yard, 5-yard pop routes underneath, seeing if the Cardinals are going to draw back into deep zone coverage, because that's what I'd be anticipating, and that's my feel for right now. Without seeing kind of the all 22 shots or the view that Grubb gets on the field, I would get a sense that the Cardinals are being pretty good about staying with a lot of guys in coverage and dropping to a lot of depth at that. So we're going to need to do then the prerequisite, sort of take what they give you, take the little short passing, and yeah, feature Walker within that, but also get some running game in there worked in as well. Keep probing on this Cardinal defense. You can't walk away from the run here against this Cardinal defense. That's what teams have done where it's gone bad against them this year, where they lose, is that you start to drift into becoming too pass happy and not understanding that you can find some roads here with this running game against this defense. It is there to be had. And even if you don't get in that first and second quarter, just keep banging on this one, because this will be that type of defense you can break through on. First down and 10. 4:39 to go here in the second quarter. Bobo in motion here. Handoff. Just, again, there is no misdirection. Every single time they go to a running play, the Cardinals know right where the play is going. They're seeing it from a mile away. Budda Baker read that thing all the way. He's running right into the hole of the running back at the snap. Oof. There's nothing your back's going to be able to do in those situations. Second down and 10. Throw here out to Barner. Barner with a nice catch and run up the field. He dives forward for a first down. Good finish on the run there by Barner to jump forward and go get that first. You need that there, boy. To just give us a shot in the arm here, you know. Seahawks really made that look like a run play to the Cardinals, I think, and had them bought into that, I think, a little bit. Good job there. That's more of the misdirection I'm talking about here. First down and 10. 3:24 to go. Seahawks at the midfield stripe, pistol look formation. 2 tight end look here for the Hawks. Cardinals feeling like it's a run play here again. They're looking with the blitz off the edge. Here comes Budda Baker. Gino able to pirouette around here. He's going to look, and scramble out of bounds to get right back to right around the original line of scrimmage there. Again, I don't know if he just didn't see the blitz or anticipating that. Short throws, man. You don't have the pass protection holding up right now, Grubby. I don't know why you keep doing this long depth drop, look down the field like he thinks there's holes down there, and there's not. Your pass pro ain't going to hold up to whatever you think's down there. He can go hit. He can't hit with the pass pro right now. Second and 10. Gino in shotgun. Empty look. Trips to the far side of the field. Again, heavy pressure here. JSN's through it. JSN's in the open field on the bubble tunnel screen. JSN cutting back. JSN back and forth down to the 4-yard line. That tunnel screen, one of the few parts of the offense that's worked so very well this season. And able to call upon it here. Caught the Cardinals in a blitz. The perfect timing to catch that bubble screen. Is they're trying to blitz, and that's when you want them to in that moment when you call it. And that worked wonderfully. Nice job by JSN after the catch of getting down the field. Smart running, too, to sort of just extend that run with the blocking. White down there helping out. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here. Woo! Young Guns, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate you for that, brother. He says, Grubb needs to give Gino quick passing options as an out for a couple of yards if the pocket breaks down and Gino needs to run out of the pocket and downfield more. Great thoughts on this. There's where the creativity could come into play here. For instance, we see on that Walker throw and catch that you're talking about, you start the running back in there in pass pro. And you have the running back in there in a seemingly helping in a chip play, and you go to the running back and you go, okay, snap. I want you to go, 1,000 you're helping, 2 1,000 you're helping, and then I want you leaking out to the side, which is what Walker did. And then having into Gino's head, this guy's going to be over here. Once you get to the late moment in that pocket, just flip it out over there to him and take what you can get with him. At least get him the ball in the open field to go get you a couple of yards. And that's where you can get more creative with it. If you can't do the flat throws, if you can't do the out of shotgun, just have him sort of leak right through the A gap and then sort of sit down 4 or 5 yards in front of the line and take the quick throw. I like where that's at on that, Young Guns. I think that would be a little bit more of what I would build in here too as well. I like that call to JSN, and going back, I've been a big proponent of this, saying, hey, tunnel screens, run it 5, 6, 7 times a game. It's one of the few things working for this offense. It's a thing that then starts to force the defenses to not be able to pin their ears back quite as much. You can start to get them to kind of, okay, let's ease off the stick a little bit on this one. We got to be careful of this thing on the backside or we're going to get really dinged by that. And so keep going to it, man. That's another way. And it's, again, manufactured. It's not in now where your line's got to hold up. It's relatively easy for them to block up. A guy like Haynes now out there, even instead of Bradford, probably moves better in space, getting to that second level stuff and getting those kind of blocks. So I like where your mind's at with that. I'd like to see more of that as well. The downfield stuff, I understand maybe from Grubb's standpoint, he's probably up on the booth there seeing these guys open on that back side of things. But to get to the 7-step drops and the longer developing routes, you've got to have the offensive line holding up for a long period of time to make that happen. Your pass protection has got to be able to pull that off. And right now, they just aren't able to really make that happen as it stands. Ooh, I like a Geno rollout here. A Geno rollout. A naked boot. A naked boot for touchdown. I love that call. You know they're going to be loading up on the run game here. First down and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Hawks have all 3 of their timeouts. Cardinals with 2 of their timeouts right now. Geno under center here. Run play all the way here to Charbonnet. Charbonnet lowering his head down, and he'll be brought down to the 1-yard line. Good run by Charbonnet. Seahawks got some nice push up front there on the play in addition to it. Charbonnet just didn't get fancy with it. He just lowered his head and Brahma bowled it. Clock's going to continue to run here. Interesting decision by the Cardinals not to call a timeout. Second down and goal. Seahawks going with an offensive lineman, Sundell, as fullback in the backfield. Charbonnet in the back as well. Lots of penetration here on the play by the Cardinals. They saw that thing coming from a mile away. You just felt there was no chance that this is going to be a pass at all. Cardinals will take their first time out. Last week, they ran the fullback. They ran the fullback, Sundell, when he was an offensive lineman, back there one way, and then they ran the running back the other way. They ran the fullback the same way they run the running back on this one. And so a little more telegraphed. Cardinals left with 1 timeout here. 1:17 to go in the second quarter. Two tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Throw to JSN. Touchdown, Seahawks. JSN gets out wide nicely and Geno delivers. Well done. Well done. Condensed splits there for the Seahawks with DK and JSN riding right next to each other there off the snap. And it's almost a little bit of a flood zone concept there where JSN runs right behind DK. Creative route concept there from Grubb. Touchdown, Seahawks. Let's go. Kick is through. Jason Myers making me sweat on that one, but he gets it through. Seahawks take a 7-3 lead. Let's go. Nice drive there. JSN is him. Young Guns, thank you for another $2 donation. His exact thoughts be, last 45-yard play was a short pass. Well, to your point again on this, with this, Young Guns, we've seen a lot of this offense, let's stay in the lanes of short pass and let's sort of drift into that, let's drift into that speed lane. Let's get down to throwing those 30, 40-yard shots, and you'll see the offense, hey, let's get Geno to drop deep on a 7-step drop and have him doing progression reads at 3-step. No, let's do this. Let's live in this lane right here where it is a little bit more of the just... it's a little bit more point guard distributor-like rather than it is gunslinger-like. And I think that's where maybe that will fail and that won't work either. And maybe Grub, that wouldn't work either as well. Grub will tell me, well, okay, let's just try it and see it fail, though. And yeah, you're right. That 40-yard, 5-yard play is more of an example of the things I'm talking about. That ain't a long developing route. That ain't a 7-step drop. That's... And it's been very successful so far with us this year. And I think not just because it's a good play and we execute it well, but also because of the fact that defenses so heartily just decide that they're going to pin their ears back and get after it. You know, those pass rushers, they get hungry, they get greedy. They will get even outside of themselves contextually from a game plan at times to go get that sack if they think that there's meat on the table. And so you get them in that mode, and yeah, it can be a pain in the butt when you're trying to drop back and allow your passing game to push a ball down the field. It can suck, but it also can be something you can attack if it gets too extreme and goes too far in that direction. And this is where with those zone concepts, it's going to be interesting looking at the all-22 on these first couple of drives to see if it is what I'm thinking, which is a lot of zone drops and zone drops to initial deep depth. They might rally up short after the play prolongs a little bit to a degree, but for the most part, they're dropping to deep depth off the snap a bit. But well called on your part, Young Guns. Called it. Call it. I don't want to call it, mister. Call it. I got to know what I stand to gain. Everything. Call it. Call it. Call it. Jason C says, I told you they would get in. I told you. Please hit that like button today, folks, if you could for me. Sub on up. 1:14 to go here in the second quarter. Cardinals, 1 timeout left on the board. Myers with the kick. Just put this in the back of the end zone, buddy. Nope. Drop to the 1-yard line. Cardinals are going to bring it up from here. Nice job of rallying up to the ball by the Hawks D. And Cardinals will take over about the 20-yard line or so here. All right, defensively, a very, very well-played half here for your Seahawks. Kyler Murray, 10 of 16, 104 yards, 81 rating. James Conner, 4 carries, 9 yards, 2.3 yard per carry average. That is what they were averaging on the day. Murray only 3 yards rushing. Hard to see how this defense could have played any better than they have in this first half so far. Let's see if they can make it stand up here. 12s, you need something to cheer for. They just gave it to you offensively, and they're giving it to you defensively. Help them out here. Pressure coming around. Murray sacked. Brought down to the ground by the big cat. He's on the prowl. Leonard Williams having a whale of a game again today, and it's just keeping on with it. Somebody told the big cat there were salmons in the backfield, and he said, salmon troots? Seahawks will call their first time out after that sack. And the Cardinals have to be very careful about how they play this one now. Potentially. Kyler Murray, 5 sacks, 5 hits, 7 hurries. Seahawks pass rush coming to life. 2nd and 18. 4-man front here. The screen man falls down to the ground. Witherspoon thinks he has had a pick there. Slippery conditions out there on the field. Dangerous throw there by Kyler. He was just windmilling that ball around over and over again before he finally let it go. 3rd down and 18. 56 seconds to go here. Cardinals on the 12-yard line in their own territory. Kyler in shotgun. They're going to hand this ball off to DJ Dallas. Don't let him get a first down here, guys. Don't let him go. Okay, there we go. They will get the stop. Nice carry there, though, by McCarty. Sorry, not Dallas. I thought it was 30. It was 31. So bring up 4th down. Seahawks call their second timeout of the half. And the Cardinals with that run will at least allow them to sort of flip the field a little bit more, make this a bit of a more challenge here. But we have seen Geno Smith and the boys be very good in these moments, again, down the field very quickly. And the Hawks will have 1 timeout still remaining, so at least one more moment to be able to stop the clock after the kick. Boy, you could even go down and get 3 points. How huge would that loom in this football game with how the defense is playing? They've come after the punter today, and they hold back here on this one. Ball's going to bounce. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. And that will be that. So 39 seconds. Decent punt. Not a moonshot. Plenty of opportunity here for the Hawks. And like I said, we have seen Geno pretty good in these situations. Guard Andressen. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Guard. I appreciate you for doing that. Helping us get up over 18,000. We're trying to get over 20,000 this year. We're roaring to that mark. It brings a smile to my face. So thank you to all those new folks who've joined the channel. It's very much appreciated. All right. Geno Smith in the final 2 minutes of the half this season is first in passing yardage, first in rushing yardage. See what they do here now. First and 10. 4-man from the Cardinals, dropping right back. Ball's going to get tipped there. Seven Collins was able to get his hand up there. Second and 10. Tip of the cap to the Cardinals defense as well. They played solid first half here. Geno in shotgun play action. Drops back to throw here. He's going to hit it to Barner. Barner's going to get forward here to the 29-yard line. Geno's going to kind of slow roll this one, I think, a little bit. Seahawks might just call this one a day here. And we'll make sure they're not giving the Cardinals any time on the clock if they can't get this first. There we go. First down. Nice job. Uh-oh. Hopefully Walker's okay. He came up a little gimpy after that play. Seahawks are going to call their final timeout here. So you're at the 39-yard line here. You're going to need to probably get the play up the field within about the 40 yard just line or so on the other side here to give even Myers a chance. You got time, Geno. There we go. He just whips it out of bounds. Yeah, not much you can do there with that play. Hopefully Walker's okay. That was a little worrisome seeing him come up like that. So what do you do here now? You're not really in Hail Mary range. Do you try the throwback move, or you throw back, or just hand it off and call it a day here? Yeah, you're just going to down the ball. That's a hell of a long throw to have to pull off from that far away down on that Hail Mary there. So Seahawks will go to half. They're up 7-3. Offense finds a little bit of footing there at the end. Geno Smith, 11-16, 150 yards, a touchdown, 119 rating. Walker, 8 carries, 20 yards. Not much ground to be had there. Charbonnet, 3 carries, 1 yard on that side of it. So the running game remains defensively. Let's go defense. Tyrese Knight, 5 tackles, a sack, a tackle for loss, a quarterback hit, having a hell of a game. Leonard Williams with a sack, 3 tackles, 2 quarterback hits as well. Mafe got himself a sack in this game in addition. So, I don't know, they were saying 5 sacks there on the telecast, but there's only 3. So, I don't know what they were saying about. I don't know what they were talking about that. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Dan Wedden, thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. Dan, I really, really do appreciate it. You guys helping us get over that mark here. And we're looking today right down the barrel. We had 17, I think we were at 17,926 to start the day off. So, we're almost there. We can feel it. Pumpkin can feel it. I can feel it. Richard Stewartson, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, it's a Cardinal beating today. I love it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. It is indeed that. I'm hoping so. And boy, you come out of halftime, you stack a tutty up on the board here. I know that well, yeah, Brandon, no duh. You go up by, yeah, dude, okay. You go up by 11 points. Yeah, that helps you go and be in a good position to go win the game. But what it really allows you to do with this Cardinal team is that everything with them wants to work off of the running game. It works off of the running game for Kyler to have passing attack. It works off the running game to start using Kyler's running game to work and use Kyler's legs. They did a good job in that first half of stopping down that run. But if you go and get a nice long drive after half, if you can get up the football field and score a touchdown, now you're potentially putting them in that predicament of starting to remove their ability to lean on as much that running game and having to get a little bit more pass happy in their approach. And I think once you do that to the Cardinals, that's where you can get them into a little bit of some troubled areas of things. So we'll have to see on that. We'll have to see if they can do that. But that would be the ideal here if they can pull it off, hopefully. But I like it, Richard. Let's get it, man. Thank you. Las Vegas says that cat would make my allergies go wild. No, I do the cat comb, man. You could stick your face in the bundle of her fur and go, you could motorboat her fur. And you'd be good. It'd be no problem. Zombie says, I really wish we had at least gotten 3 points on any of these 5 punts the Cardinals have given up. Our defense is playing its ass off, and we should have a larger than 4-point lead. Agreed, man. You definitely offensively have screwed the pooch a little bit for the most part in this first half by how you played. And it's the same old song a little bit. It's a bit of that. When you go down to it, 5 quarterback hits, 4 sacks for the Cardinals. That's on 16 dropbacks for your Seahawks. Now, there have been times where there have been long moments in this. It's kind of gone between there being some bad pressure, some quick pressure, and then there also being some real good long moments for Geno to have some time in the pocket to really assess and surveil and go through some progression reading there and make some plays down the field with that. But there's also still been the pressure part, and then there's been the lack of the running game. That part's also continued to show up here where you can't get anything really done in the run game. There's too much penetration. There's too much guys getting pushed backwards. And it can only make me understand to a little bit of a small degree how it's easy for Grubb at that point to not go to it and just become kind of pass happy. But that's where we do come to where the adjustments can be made is talking with Young Guns on this with a couple of his donations in the chat here today about go back to then some of the short passing, go back to, working a little bit of that and just quick throws. And maybe they'll only get you 3 yards, maybe the guy will get dumped right after he makes the catch, but stay in that lane of those kind of short, quick throws and see if you can find success on that. Keon Lund, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, loving that defensive line so far. Leonard's a revelation. Leonard is indeed a revelation. And he is a guy we had to pay prime pump prices to go get, but I think I would equate to him. It's a similar deal to what you got with Dwayne Brown a few years ago when you made a 2nd and 3rd round trade for him to add your left tackle position at the time. You know what you're going to get. You're not maybe getting the young guy pure pride, but he's a hell of a player and he's going to have an impact on your defense. And he can both have the impact as a run defender and as a pass rusher. No one-trick pony here. And he's proving well worth the contract we gave him this year. There's a couple of these games this year where he's come very close to almost taking it over from the defensive line standpoint at times. And having one of those games again today where it's very close to that again here today at times in that first half with how he was playing out of his mind, including that tip ball that could have gone for a touchdown, which, adds another sack to the line today and makes the day even look better than it does already. Rendell McDaniel in the house. What's up, Rendell? Good to see you, man. Says, loving the energy of our D. All gas, no brakes. Hey, they've been on it with the P's and Q's. I can't see any real blown assignments out there in that first half. Tackling is held up really well. You're getting him into 3rd and long situations, which then lets McDonald pull out all of his little tricks of the trade there that he wants to with the stacked fronts and the simulated pressures. And so let's see if they can stay within the second half, man. Stay within the second half. Time of possession in this one in the first half was 13 minutes and 48 seconds for the Cardinals, 16-12 for the Hawks. The Hawks technically had the ball for more in that first half. So you feel good as far as them being able to at least stay fresh, even though there is maybe the fact that the offense hasn't necessarily been able to do as much in that first half. At least there's not an imbalance on the time of possession there going into the second half. Y2K, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, J.S. Sizzlin. He's out there grilling steaks, baby. Let's go. Let's go. JSN looking good. Looking real good. 4 catches, 62 yards in that first half. DK, 2 catches, 37 yards. Put our foot on him. Put our foot on him. Seahawks do get the ball after half, too. Done a good job with the pressure on Kyler. He's so escapable, too. As you got in the pressure and you've been able to get the sacks, while Kyler is just can be sometimes super escapable with that. You get where you get the pressure, but he just eludes it and goes down and takes 25 cheap yards. They're showing this play at the end of the Cowboys game. That's insane. 22 seconds left. You score. You go for the extra point, and you miss the extra point. Oh. Yeah. Well, it works out for the Hawks. That's in their favor. The Washington lost. So good. If only the Vikings would have lost in addition to that. Game action going on right now, folks. We've got the Denver Broncos down to the Vegas Raiders, 13-9. And then the San Francisco 49ers at halftime are down 17-7 on the road against Green Bay. And a game many 49er fans would tell you our season is on the line. It's all at stake right now. Jordan, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, I can't believe the Commanders kicker missed that PAT. Looked like the snap was a little wonky, and you're in those moments already. I'm sure the nerves are hitting you harder than ever, and you're probably twitching a little bit, and then you see the snap, and it probably does a little bit of something to trick you a little bit mentally in that moment when it goes down like that. But it is the thing I like. It is the thing I like about the NFL going to the extra point, being back at the 15-yard line now, is that it forces you in that moment as a coach now to really truly consider going for 2 points in that, because not only as a coach might when the 2-point conversion was there anyway and say, let's just go get this win, let's not let them have the offensively the ball back, but then you also start to maybe have to add in a little bit of the fact of, hey, it's a short kick, it's an easy kick, but it's not a guaranteed kick. And so I like it gives more of a strategy point to the coaches and what it forces them to do on that than they would have had to otherwise. It takes out that automatic kind of thinking in the game that I love. And it got Washington there, man. Can't blame them for going for the extra point. You're not scared of that Cowboys offense with Cooper Rush back there as quarterback. But maybe those kind of plays in the future, more coaches see it, start to have them drawn a little bit of times of saying, why don't we just, these kickers now, they got guys getting pushed over on their butts and balls getting blocked and guys jumping over the top of centers. Maybe we just go for the 2. And we just try and make that happen. Don't we have a whole section of our playbook for 2-point converters that are just like, should be money plays, like Madden money plays for us a little bit? Wild though, Jordan. Wild. Jordan with another $5. Thank you for that, Jordan. Appreciate the double dip dono. Also, Kansas City wins again because nobody wants to tackle Mahomes, scrambling for 30 yards. I can only imagine the fines, because I don't think it's the penalties that are going to draw them from doing it. It must just be there's a $50,000 check sitting on your doorstep if you do it. Potential suspension. Because he gets some of those freebie scrambles like no other. We're just like, you want to just say somebody, just go up and drill him. Drill him. Drill him. He's out there running around like it's flag football. Slopey One, what is your final score prediction? I still got the Hawks taking this one in this. I'm going to stay with what I have 27-24, 24-21. considering where maybe the game's gone so far. Could be a low scoring too, but I feel good about the place that we're at right now, that we're stopping the run. The defense is so on it, giving the offense some time to find their footing. I'd like to see the offense playing better against a defense that should not be putting the clamps on them as much as they did in that first half. But you got the lead, you got possession after halftime. We should be able to get this game. You got every chance here to go take this thing right now. Rand says, fun fact, that was Knight's first career sack. Let's go, Knight. Jordan, I'd take the suspension too. I'd be like, look, somebody's got to lay on this sword. Somebody's got to stop this behavior. Jose Lopez, you think AZ scoring 3 touchdowns in the half? I mean, probably not. I'm just kind of shooting for the hip on that one. I thought this was going to be a higher scoring game coming in, but 17-14. I think we still come out of it with 3 points at the end of the day when it goes down to it. I think it's going to be hard to keep this offense down to the margins like this throughout the whole course of this game. And some of it too is a little worrisome about the part of, can the offense get some drives going here and keep them protected a little bit? But you make a good point. Probably not. Probably not, Jose. Randy says, I love Grubb's passing plays. If we had a better line, Gino would be playing like an MVP. The way Grubb schemes our playmakers open, they're just deep, long developing routes. Yeah, agreed. I think that's where you've got to get the offensive line in place to see if Grubb's offense can truly run, because so much of his offense is built upon longer developing routes. And that he's the unique guy that's a spread concept guy that peppers in the long developing routes within what he does. And that being the case, then he needs the line to hold up to be able to make that flow and go. Young Guns, thank you for our $5 donation. The triple dono from Young Guns today, and I appreciate you for that, Young Guns. Still look downfield for plays, but as you said, have K9 do the 1 to 2 second block, then split off side pass, or have Bobo JSN slant middle. Options in the gun. Yeah, I think with the way the Cardinals are dropping back into those zones, and what you'll get with the 7-man drop in zones, if you want to feel like it's, you got your 7 guys here in zone, and what they're going to do is they're going to just flow backwards and sort of spread, right? Flow backwards and spread. And so things right up underneath will then instantaneously be open. The longer the play develops, it goes from spreading back to then funneling back up if they sense that a little bit. So it's not one that's always going to be there. It's got to be a timing play where it's almost as much a timing route as like you get on a slant route or a post route. But if you commit to running it, there should be some success there for the Hawks, I think, with some of the coverages they're getting on the back end. Cardinals might try to start dialing up a little bit more pressure in this half as a counter. The first half was more stacked boxes from the Cardinals and then pulling back out into 4-man fronts. They didn't blitz that much, a little bit at the end of the half. But we'll see where it goes on that. See if they adjust in that way, Young Guns, from Grubb's perspective in this half. Seahawks are going to start out at the 30-yard line here to kick things off in the third quarter after the kick goes through the end zone. Gino will start out here in shotgun. Walker back in the game. That's a good sign to see. Tyler Lockett goes in motion on first down. Gino dropping back to throw. Quick, nice completion just like that. Easy, quick, fast throws right in there to Farrell Brown. Gain of about 4 or 5. This is the nice 6. Don't give him 6 yards on it. That's the nice stuff that should be open there in this Cardinal defense. They're not playing a lot of man. It's just drop back zone city a little bit here. And those kind of routes underneath the tight end, option routes, get the quarterback tight end reading kind of the same thing on the zone coverage. You can kind of find some easy completions in there and quick completions at that. Gino back under center here now on 2nd down and 4. Seahawks rolling with a little bit more of the 2 tight end look. Sundell out there, 3 tight end look, maybe even here. Walker, bust it outside here, finds a little bit of movement. Oh, almost able to break it. Sorry, Kitty, no, can't go down there. Sorry. I know. Walker kind of hesitated in the backfield for a second there, read the landscape, and then said, all right, I'm going to go outside. Seahawks going super heavy on that play. Bobo just dirted somebody up. Walker, I think, got the first down, though. 23 yards rushing, 27 yards receiving in this game from Walker. 3 wide look here from the Seahawks. Pressure instantaneously. Geno moves up in the pocket. Tyler Lockett's ripped down to the ground, and he's looking for a flag, and he's going to get one. You know, it's probably not a good sign for the defender when the receiver's sitting there on his butt as the throw comes in route. And I'm guessing Tyler, they'll give him pass interference and not a hold on that play. That's going to be a big play getting him down the field because of that. Barner did a good job of clearing Dante Stills out of the pocket there, and Geno did a good job of climbing the pocket there on that play. And you get your hands wrapped around the guy's waist like that, Tyler's going to be good enough to make that call happen. Yeah, you wrap your hands around the waist. It's a big play, though. This takes him down to the 40-yard line into the Cardinals territory here, 1st and 10. Geno, shotgun. Handoff here to Walker. Walker will take the run and get spun a little bit for a nice gain there of about 4 or 5 yards. I like this opening drive, man. I like the energy on this opening drive. Lean on him. Lean on him. 2nd and 5. Quick snap. Throw out to the flat to Tyler Lockett. Somehow Geno gets the throw around the defender who is jumping up, skying into the air, and Lockett able to reel it in. It's only going to be a short completion, but this will bring this down to 3rd makeable. Buda Baker, such a good player. He was just great tackle open field on that play. I don't know how. Geno had to kind of loop that up over the top there to get that ball in there. 3rd down and 2 here for the Hawks. Geno and shotgun. Cardinals showing a blitz here. They've dropped a lot out of it a lot here. The play clock rolling down from Geno. Snap, they're bringing it late. Let it go, Geno, let it go. Sack on the play. See, Cardinals running some creative fronts here. I think that's going to take him out of field goal range. Absolutely, absolutely just, The play calling here with Grubb sometimes, man. You run such a good drive, and then you're going to do another play where you've got him dropping back, looking down the field on a 2 yards. All you need is 2 effing yards. Like, just 2 yards. What are we doing with this whole, they're bringing a blitz at the line. Where's the effing hot route? This is the thing that I'm just talking about at halftime with this, where it's like you're doing this drop back game like you think your pass protection holds up, and it's not holding up. And we keep making these same mistakes over and over again from Grubb's perspective on the play calling. Like, where's the quick throw there? Just get the ball out quick to a guy. You've got Walker in there. Unsportsmanlike conduct? Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, mind-boggling moment. The play clock was winding down there. If there's a moment to maybe call timeout from the coach's standpoint too, with McDonald and what's going on with what he's watching there in the moment, you see your guys scrambling, you see the play clock going down, just call timeout and get to the right call. But Grubb's up in his head right now. Like, he is just feeling for it here, and he is not finding it. It was a good drive rolling, and then he just falls back into the same thing over and over again, where it's like, how do I get the ball down the field? You don't have the pass protection. Yeah, I want to get down the field, though. You don't have the pass. Yeah, but I really want to get down the field. Buddy, I get it. It's not working, though. You need 2 effing yards. I know you already can't rely on the fact that you can run the ball to get the 2. God forbid you run the ball in the 3rd and 2 to get rid. That can't happen. But Jesus, don't have Walker pass protecting and trying some 7-step drop crap on this play. Dude, there's a time for aggression, and there's a time in a game like this where your defense is playing like they're playing to stay in the pocket and trust that defense and work through it. You drop on the 7-step drop, you take the sack, you remove the 3 points off the board or the attempted field goal off the point, which would have taken you to 7 points in this game. Just a very much a complete lack of understanding the game at play and what's happening in the moment there on that play call. That was awful. That was awful. Every part of that, the scrambling at the end to get everybody in precision, the lack of feeling where the blitz is coming from. That was a disaster. As good as that drive was, that was an absolute disaster of a play. Ugh. Well, Grubb's got to tell him not to change the play there. Grubb's got to say, here's the change, here's the call, here's the change. You don't try and change it on that. If Geno changed, I don't think Geno changed the play. I think Geno changed the protections to get to the right, he saw the double A gap pressure, so he probably changed the protections to the double A gap pressure. They blitz from the side, the double A gap pressure drops out. I think he's adjusting there. But if that's the case too, if it's Geno changing, or there's a problem here is the Geno change, in the play call to his ear, Grubb is communicating directly to Geno. Here's the call, run it. Here's the call, run it. Run it. First down and 10. Throw out to the flat here. Trey McBride will get 11 yards up the field. Jeffrey Thistle, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, we've got Mr. Butt Fumble commenting on our game. Bad juju. Hey, man, Mark comes in here, bro. Mark's in here, so I got nothing but love for Mr. Sanchez. That's the $2 donation, though. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. First down for the Cardinals up to the 31-yard line in their own territory here. Kyler's going to be under center on this play with a two tight end look. Seahawks are going to try to match this up with 4 down linemen, and that's not good. That's going to be a 9-yard run there by Connor. And we might have a holding call on this play in addition to that. So this might come back. You're super active today, aren't you? Rookie Tip Ryman got hit with the call on that play. Yeah, it's right at the point of action. Hard to not get called when you're right where the running play is heading. First down and 19. Cardinals back to the 22-yard line here. 4-man from the Hawks. Kyler shotgun. Play action pass. It's going to be a bubble screen. Trey McBride show continues. He's going to gain about 11 yards on the play. Easy throw and catch there. We may want to cover Trey McBride. Second down and 8. Kyler's going to run a little bit of a sugar huddle. Hurry up here. He's got the Seahawks in a look he likes, I think. Harrison one-on-one on the outside. I think he wants to attack that. Comes back underneath to Trey McBride. Trey McBride's wide open once again. Seahawks are deciding not to cover Trey McBride. He's not getting open, running one-on-one and beating guys out of the breaks. He's just standing there and nobody's covering him. Seahawks staying back in their drop deep zones there, and they're leaving, doing exactly what I've been saying we should be doing offensively. The Cardinals are doing here. Quick little throws over there. Easy way our pass protection. Trey McBride just absolutely dusting up the Seahawks today. That's 8 catches for 101 yards on the day for him. It's tough, too, when you don't even see the guy run the route. He gets 15, 20. Onto the Seahawks side of the field. Pistol look formation here. Run up the middle. Yards starting to be had. Offense messed around a little bit too long today. Now the defense is going to finally start to give ground. Second down and 3. I hear you. Seahawks bringing a blitz. Run outside here. Nice job in pursuit by Tariq Woolen to drag Trey Benson out of the bounds, and this will bring this to a 3rd and short. Clock continues to roll, 8:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Nice tackle by Reed. D Nugget, thank you for the $5 donation. Brando, I'm at the game repping the Hawks Nest and yelling my head off. Go Hawks! We can hear you, man. We can hear you. 3rd down and 3 right now. I can hear you. Listen, D Nugget. Listen to him. Kyler in shotgun. Handoff inside. James Conner lowering his head, but he's not going to get there. Byron Murphy in to make the tackle on the play. 4th down. Jaron Reed also playing a strong game today. They are going to be a yard short, and I think the Cardinals are going to go for this. With a guy like Conner back there, you can understand probably why. Hard man to bring down. Hawks able to pull him backwards there, which is tough to do with him. But this will bring up a 4th and 1. 12's on their feet. Baiting their team forward. Kyler shotgun here. Dropping back to throw. Quick throw, quick route. Tipped up. Incomplete. Great stop by the defense. That away. Nicely done. Wait. We call the timeout? How do they let the whole play go before the timeout happens? Oh, Mike. You don't call a timeout when you've got a 3rd. I love this is where a defensive head coach, like, your offense is scrambling every which way. No timeout. Here your defense is set up to get the play done, and then you call a timeout. Got it. Oh, my God. Is there any doubt this will be a 1st down? Is there any doubt? Picked off! Picked off! Back up the football field. Kobe Bryant just picked it off. What the hell's happening? He's going to Marshawn Lynch his way into the end zone, grabbing his nuts. And I don't know what's going on in this game. Touchdown Seahawks. Make it make sense. That was the greatest timeout in the history of man. There has never been a greater coaching timeout in any sport we've ever seen than the one we just saw now from Mike McDonald. He is the golden calf of head coaches. Who am I to question him? All he was doing was setting the stage. All he was doing was setting the trap, baiting it up, baiting it down. And Kyler took it. He took a big old bite. Let's go! Seahawks defense stepping up today in a big-time way. Kyler with a read option look, scrambling to his right. They're going to give Kobe Bryant the unsportsmanlike conduct for grabbing his nuts like Marshawn, but I don't even give a damn. You grab him, son, when you do that. I called this week. I called my shot this week and told you Kobe Bryant's getting an interception in this game. I said it's going to happen. I said it's going to happen. And what happened? Missed extra point attempt. It happened. Let's go. Kobe Bryant with the pick 6. And the Seahawks are going to take a 10-point lead, 13-3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I said this week, I must have said on 2 or 3 shows, he's getting a pick. It's going to, you could see it coming for a couple weeks with Kobe. You could see it coming. He's had 1 interception already since starting in the starting lineup. He's had 2 others that have been near misses in the last couple of weeks. He's been right on the precipice and then gets it on this one. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Y2K, thank you for the $2 donation. Says Dixon for the Hall of Fame and Ring of Honor at minimum. Amen. He has been great for us this year, man. Y2K has been awesome. JBT, the Brown Messiah. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, JBT. Appreciate you for that. Jordan, thank you for the $5 donation. Woolen made the pursuit to force that. He's learning. Great pursuit angle. To your point on that, Jordan, about the tackle on Tariq. Great job on finishing that tackle through. That guy's trying to get the first down. Force him out of bounds. Use the out of bounds marker to your benefit. You just keep forcing him out, keeping the leverage in that way. It's not even forced to tackle, just force him on out, and that's what he did there. Nice job on that tackle by Woolen, setting the stage for what we just saw. Joshua Carlisle, thank you for the $5 donation. Defense just went full Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. Yes, they did, Joshua. Yes, they did. Boy, what a hell of a big play in a game like this where offensively struggling to find some footing here, and defense as well as they play today to give him that on top of it. Almost could have been 2 touchdowns if that knocked ball out of Kyler's hand does get called back earlier in this game. But it's been a great full defensive performance all the way through here from this D. And what a great play there from Kobe. I think Kyler was thinking he was going to run there. Witherspoon's pressing into the pocket in the backfield there, just trying to run him down, forces Kyler's hand to make a decision. Kyler knows it's 4th down, so he just says, I'll just kind of throw it up and see if I can maybe just kind of fit something in. And if it doesn't happen, it's a turnover. But instead, he's not anticipating a potential pick 6 is the way that could go the other way. Feed me more, Seahawks. Thank you for the $2 donation. You called it, B. Kobe pick 6. Yeah, I did, you guys. I'm saying it might seem revisionist, but I said during the week, man, he's been so close watching the tape. He is so on it on the tape. He is so close in coverage on the tape that there just feels like something to where he's ready to go and just go get it this week. And Kyler can have a penchant at times if you can force him to throw. If you can take away that running game, he can have a penchant to give you some on that if you make him a little bit into a mode of having to be more pass happy than the Cardinals ideally would like. But you can call me the prophet today if you want. I'm not going to turn down that title today. I will accept that. Also, Psychic B. Kickoff here back now to the Cardinals. And nice return here by DJ Dallas there. Gets it up to the 36-yard line. Jordan, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, we got to stop? Nah, we need a pick 6, said Big Mike. He did indeed, man. Holy hell. Holy hell. Ran to the cut. Thank you for the $2 donation. Says, pick 6, Kobe. Let's go. Let's go. Owen Carter with the $2 donation says, and we diss the timeout. Yeah, I feel a little bit like an ass on that one. You got the other side of it on that. I feel a little bad on that. Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys on the dono. 1st down and 10 here. Quick throw and catch to Marvin Harrison Jr. Trying to rip the ball out there is Tyrese Knight, but it'll be a nice gain, and this already puts him after the nice return by DJ Dallas onto the Seahawks side of the field as the Cardinals here. Tariq Woolen there in coverage, tries a little bit of a press there. Nice job by Marvin Harrison to get off the press. Murray hasn't worked much of Marvin in this game a little bit. Maybe going to start to try to come back to him a bit here now. Harrison, 5 targets, 3 catches, 46 yards. 6:33 to go. Onto the 49-yard pad. Oh, right there in the backfield and thrown down to the ground. Leonard Williams was instantaneously on that play. Not fooled in the least. He continues to just have an awesome game. Leonard Williams. So quick off the snap there. Evan Brown just cannot handle him. Oh, they tried to pull. So they tried to pull and leave him unblocked there at the snap. And that's what they like to do in this gap scheme is try to pull guys. And if you do that with attacking defensive tackles on the backside, and they're quick enough, as Big Cat is, they can get there into the backfield and just destroy the play where it stands. 2nd and 14. Kyler back in shotgun. 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end look here for him. He's dropping back to throw. Pressure mounting here. He's going to be almost sacked there by Draymond Jones. Draymond creating the pressure, having his helmet torn off there. And Kyler throws it incomplete. Boy, nice bull rush by Kyler. And then the lineman kind of pushed Draymond Jones into Kyler. 3rd down and 14. 5:47 to go. The 12's back on their feet, and you can see a lot of roaring going around through that stadium with the faces in the stands. That's what I like to see, 12s. Come on. Yeah. Kyler, shotgun look here, 3 wide to the short side of the field, dropping back to throw. Pressure mounting, and he's hit and slowed down to the ground. Leonard Williams once again is going crazy town on us. Sack for Leonard Williams. And he collapsed that one right from the jump. Kyler just under a avalanche of pressure in this game. Leonard working off the edge as a wide 9. What? Leonard Williams working off the edge as an outside linebacker. What? Yeah, getting it done. Big Cat feeling himself here. The defense playing a remarkable game against this Arizona Cardinal offense. Very well done there. Let's go. The punt by the Cardinals now. D. Williams. Fair catch signal there. Beautiful punt, man. That thing went all the way back to the 8-yard line where he'll catch it there, and Gino and company will come out to take the field. Wu-Tang Financial, thank you for the $5 donation. Very much appreciated. The greatest of all time and the beast mode finish. We got this. The mojo is back. How about the styling on him with the beast mode finish from Kobe on the pick 6, huh? That's an exclamation point if I've ever seen one. I don't even care about the penalty. You beast mode finish for me, I'm with it. I don't even care. It's an attitude thing. It's an aura thing. It's a mojo thing. Right, Wu-Ting? It's that kind of thing. Thank you, man. I appreciate the $5. Let's go. Let's go. Young Guns, thank you for the $2 donation. He says the defense is carrying this whole effing game. They are. They're throwing this team up on their back, and they're saying, we got you today, boys. We got you today. The defense has outscored the Arizona Cardinal offense today. Say nothing of whatever we've done offensively. Well said. Hey, Joss, thank you for that $10 donation. Very kind of you, AA. I really appreciate that, man. He says, McDonald just wanted the right personnel. Well, you can see, to your point on that, AA, Tyrese Knight, Ernest Jones, what do flipping out 2 inside linebackers and where you can take them from here to here as far as performative level of play, as far as their fit to what you want from your defense and how they play. And then what that then allows the rest of the defense to do. Many have pressed it out there, AA, and has said, hey, I think a lot of this defense might run predominantly through it in large part of times through the linebackers. And that you got to have those guys that are they're top notch in all ways, not just being in super athletic and quick and sideline to sideline and some of the traditional things you look for, but from the ruggedness angle, the tackling angle, the instinctual angle of things, the taking on block side of things. I think this is where you see the flip in that personnel on this defense, and it's made this defensive line in large part kind of come to life with it, as we're seeing today. But you're right. Getting the right personnel is the part that we've seen with these inside linebackers, AA, for in the here and now to help this defense to begin this out. But we can also say assuredly as we go into the future, and we know that this will be a part of what Schneider does go into that future, is looking for those players that are going to fit to this, that he wants, that are going to get the right guys as we go on. He's inherited a lot of these guys here on this roster, and a lot of them will be, I think, fits for the team as we go forward. But as we saw with those 2 inside linebackers, that was one where we'll make a transition here. We're going to have to make a change. But thank you, AA. I appreciate the $10 donation, and he's got his right inside linebackers right now. I'm feeling pretty good about these 2 guys and maybe being our future 2 starters here as we go forward. And boy, would that be so good to have on multiple levels if that can be the case. Gino in shotgun now, 1st and 10. 4:58 to go here. JSN's going to go out of motion here. Drop back to throw. Ooh, tip ball there. Tried to go to the tunnel screen there to JSN, and Jones read it all the way there. And knocked it out. Oh, just got his tip of his fingers there on the play there to Jones. Nicely done. Cardinal defense continues to play a really strong game in their own right here, man. They've given their own offense plenty of opportunities here in how they played our offense today. Man. 2nd down and 10. Gino in shotgun. Cardinals showing blitz. They're going to drop out of it. Gino, quick throw here to DK. DK, nowhere to really go there on the play. It's going to be a short, about 4-yard gain. Third and 6. Wrong pipe. Come on, offense. 3rd down and 6. A-gap pressure here from the Cardinals. Stack box. Looks like they're bringing it from the other side, Gino. Buddha's coming from the other side, Gino. Buddha's coming from the other side. Tyler Lockett up the field. First down, Seahawks. Great job there by Geno. Real difference of a key there in that moment is recognizing where the blitz was going to come from. Cardinals showing it in the A gap, drop out of the A gap, bring it from the other side. And you got to recognize where the blitz is coming from so that you can do what they say is throw into the blitz. Meaning that where that blitz is coming from, there will tend to be open green grass and a player open to that side, as long as you have the right route to run there, of course. And that you just got to then attack that edge as a quarterback. But it all starts from reading where the blitz is coming from. First down and 10. 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Geno getting a change here from the thing. Timeout. Seahawks will use their second timeout here, which you don't like to do, but let's get this right. Long time there to get the play in there off, and then they're trying to change a little bit too much there prior to the snap. Keon and AA Joss, thank you for, again, that $10 donation. Well said on your part, too. In addition to that, Keon Lund, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, gap integrity has been really solid. Reek is fast. He is very fast. His 40 time is legit what you will see on the field from him and on tape. And yeah, the gap integrity has been wonderful today from the defense. The linebackers filling the right lanes, defensive linemen holding their edges and controlling their lanes. You've given the Cardinals nothing to work with in the ground game, and you've done it by being technically, fundamentally very, very sound across the board. R. Levis, thank you for the $5 donation. Lions player got fined for the Marshawn leap last week. Hope this is players organizing to give the finger to the no fun league. Yeah, it's lame, man. I mean, it's lame. Nobody looks back on Beastquake. There's nobody clutching at pearls back on Beastquake saying, hey, do you remember the moment when he grabbed his balls? And it was just like, I had to look away. It was like Janet Jackson's nipple, but it was his balls and he was just grabbing it. And he like grabbed it aggressively. Nobody said that, right? And it was celebrate the run. What a run. Amazing run. Oh, style at the end. But yeah, curmudgeonly NFL is going to be like, 3 pumps NFL and you get fined. It's got to be like, no fun for you guys. I mean, it's a cool moment. Tip of the nod to the old generation back. It could be this cool thing, but now let's penalize it. Y2K, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, did you see Tyler Dodson's one-handed interception today? No. Would have been nice to get that when he was here. Would have been nice to see that when he was in Seattle. But good for him. Good for him. He got handed a tough, no matter whether or not he was playing up to where they wanted him to play or not. He was a leader and a good guy here. And yeah, I would say nothing bad about the guy. And he just wasn't necessarily maybe a fit for what they wanted to do defensively. But you wish him the best. No ill will towards that guy at all. And congrats to him, man. It's good. Ran the Cut, thank you for the $2 donation. Says, Big Cat can't be stopped. No, he can't. Big Cat having one hell of a day. And this might be his best game here as a Hawk so far, and he's had some good ones. 5 tackles, 2 solos, a sack and a half, 2 tackles for loss, a pass defensed, and 3 quarterback hits. I can only imagine his pressure numbers. 1st and 10 for Geno here, coming out under center. Walker in the backfield. We got a pitch play here to Walker. He's going to slip and almost fall down, keeps his feet, and still be a -1 yard play on the gain. MJ Seahawk, thank you for the $5 donation. He says, it's starting to come together. Go Hawks. I love it, MJ. Just got to get this offense now. We just got to get the offense clicking here. That's the only next part of this puzzle here. Just give us a little, come on, Geno boys. You get a touchdown here, this thing's done. Geno in shotgun. 2nd and 11. Cardinals bringing a late blitz. Geno looking, run Geno. Finds Walker as an outlet. Walker in space. Come on. Breaks the first tackle, nicely done. Walker leaping over the top of a man. Lands on his feet, extends the run out a couple of yards, running hard is Walker there. He tried to go low. Walker went high. Just the kind of play we're talking about there, where Walker starts in pass protection, then you have him leak out over there for Geno and be that guy Geno can throw to and be aware of. And Geno, good awareness on the play to go then find Walker there. Seahawks up around the midfield marker here, inside to Walker. Walker bounces inside, bounces back outside, inside, outside, finds his way for about a gain of 3 there, just picking his way through. Love the leap from him, though. Hurdles right over the top of the defender on that prior play. And I like Grubb coming back with a run there. Get it right back in your hot hand there after that play. Give him a touch. 2nd down and 7. Walker come over and get a blow on the sideline here. 1:47 to go in the football game. Seahawks have creeped over to the Cardinals side of the field. Even a field goal here is probably huge. Geno and shotgun. Condensed splits on either side of the field. Goes back to Charbonnet. A little gap run here. Nice run by Charbonnet. Charbonnet still loose in the open field, and he's finally brought down to the ground at the 24-yard line. Seahawks pulling some linemen back across the scheme there. Nicely done there. They haven't been doing a lot of that. Lucas pulling out front, showing some of his athleticism on the play there for Sharbs. I think by far that's their best run of the game there. 1st and 10 for Geno. He's going to bring the boys up quickly here from the 35-yard line. Going to change the play here. He's going to change it again now. Two changes by Geno. Drops back, throws it in there to Pharaoh Brown. Pharaoh Brown rolls over a guy, fighting hard as Pharaoh. What a nice run after the catch by Pharaoh. 14, 15 yards and just fighting. Just rolled over the top of the first defender and then just kept his legs pumping. Geno with some chess match before that snap. You get up quickly to the line of scrimmage. He changes to one play. The Cardinals change back to a play. He then changes the change. And whatever that change went, then went back to the adjustment to Pharaoh Brown there. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. Clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. They are at the 23-yard line here into Cardinals territory. Just quick throw down to ball tipped again there. Boy, breath holds for a moment there where that ball gets tipped, doesn't it? Cardinals on this drive have had a couple tips where it's right at the end of the fingertips of the players, just getting like the fingernail on the ball. So close. So close. MJ Seahawk, thank you again for that donation, man. 13-3, 4 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Seahawks have a 2nd and 10 now. Pitch play out wide to Walker. Walker dances past the first man. Well done. Seahawks linemen push him forward there for a nice gain to finish this off. It'll make it a 3rd and makeable coming back here into the 4th quarter. All right. I'll take that as a 3rd quarter. Seahawks up 13-3 on the back of a mighty defense. Offense driving down. Seeing if they can put this thing away. We will see, but I like that. That's a nice, I like that. I like this game so far. This is all right. Peter Van Gent, thank you for the $5 donation. Peter, he says, I'm falling in love with this defense. Loving the overachievers like Knight and Bryant. Loving the Marshawn shout out. Let's go. Yeah, I love the tip of the cap, the nod back to that elder generation. They will always loom over the top of this building. And it's a good thing that they do. It's not that we can't leave that era and move on to a new era, but it's in the good way that it should. The way that the players have talked about and Jaron Reed's talked about, and how hard you practice, and how and the seeking to be great and what that takes, and what you have to bring from a commitment level, what they brought from a commitment level. It wasn't just that they were purely talented guys all across the board. They were that, but it was that they brought the work ethic. That's the part that's hard for players who are necessarily pros to get that deep with it. But that's the way you can see them inspiring the new in a beautiful fashion. And hopefully it will do so with this defense and this team. But thank you, Peter. I appreciate that $5 donation. And Knight and Bryant, we might have 2 youngsters here that are finding their fit in this defense into the long-term future. They look like players. Knight had a great game last week, and he seems to be following it right on up again this week. It's good to see. It's really cool to see, Peter. Christopher McMurray and Tommy Dimes, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate you. You guys are helping me here today as we are trying to get up over the mark of night. Where are we going to? 18,000 subscribers a day was what we're trying to get over. So you can help me get over that mark today. We're trying to get over 20,000 for the year. We're well on our way there. I appreciate all of the folks that have subscribed on up here to the channel. It's very much appreciated. But thank you, Tommy and Christopher. You guys are awesome for doing that. As we do get into the fourth quarter too, I just will be posting up into the chat where I'll put a link to the direct link to the Bleacher Report, as I will be going over there as soon as the game ends to do a quick Bleacher Report show, a little half-hour show over there right as this wraps up. And I'll keep that pinned here at the top of the chat. So if you do want to join me as soon as the game wraps up today, as soon as it wraps up, guys, I'll be directly heading over there for that half-hour show. Will be a post-game discussion here tonight as well, but I'll keep that linked at the top. You do have to download the app to then play the video, but if you have the app downloaded, you click the link, it'll take you directly to the video. 3rd and 6, Seahawks on the 18-yard line. Cardinals showing double A-gap mug pressure. They've fallen out of this a lot here in this game. Let's see what Gino reads. He's changing up the protections just a little bit. Cardinals adjusting off of it. Run. Run, Gino. Run, Gino. Run, Gino. Run, Gino. He threw an interception. Jesus, Gino. Just run it, buddy. Just run it, man. You got the legs to go get it. And he throws a pick. I just go get the, he just does not want to run, man. He just does not want to run. You just gotta run. Take the legs there. Take the field goal. Again, Gino in this game having a hard time in some key moments in this game. 3 points off the board, minimum. 6 points off the board in this game, in my opinion, minimum, because of Gino's back and his decision making in this game. The dropping back on the deep set drop there and staring down with the pressure he had down his face. Doesn't recognize the blitz coming through. And then that play right there where you've got, if you don't get the first down, then fine. You're 6 yards closer to the first down, or you're 4 yards closer to the first down, or to the field goal, sorry. It's a very makeable kick at that point. You go up by 16-3. He does not think enough about the moments in the moments and managing the game enough as a quarterback. He's back there just trying to kind of sling it through too much at times. Not enough of a processing going on for me here with Gino on this. It's getting bothersome for me. That's unforced error. That's decision making. That's you scramble, use your legs. And he seemingly doesn't want to use his legs. And that's not works in the NFL. You can't just say, I'm always going to do everything from the pocket and throw the ball around. I'm having a hard time trusting Gino on this. Your defense is giving you every chance in this game, Gino, and you're doing nothing but kicking this thing away. You played pretty decent in the game, but at the same point in time, your worst moments are sometimes how you're going to be judged by. And losing 6 points in this game, this could be 19-3 right now. This game's almost all but over at 19-3. But because he doesn't want to manage the game because he's trying to force too much, it's always back to the superhero thing with Gino where he's trying to do too much. You're trying to do too much. It's hurting your quarterback play, bro. It's really reducing down your level of effectiveness as a quarterback, these kind of decisions and mistakes. It's making it hard. Your defense has given you 7 points today. The defense has many points as you do on the day. Like, process that. Oh, Lord. Is this just... Oh... He's got to run there. You have to run there. I think he gets the first down if he runs. And I think that's why when he looked up and saw the replay, he goes, oh. It's like, yeah, because you don't want to think about running ever. You haven't run once in this game. You don't want to run. You've got the legs to do it. You won the game last week running. Like, again, we come back. It's the same thing with Grubb and Gino a little bit on the issues that pull back and play. They want to do it the way they want to do it rather than the way it is. I want to do it this way. Yeah, but this is the way it is. 1st and 10 for the Kyler and the boys. Door cracked back open for them to get back into this thing. Drops back to pass. Checks it back down to Connor in the flat. He is going to keep himself on his feet. And nice gain, 12 yards here. Yeah, you got to manage the game. You have to manage the game for the quarterback position in that moment. And that's just, it is such a ridiculously bad decision, and he's done it so often this year down at the end zone at this spot of the field. He has done it so often. He's got the first down all day if he takes it. I can see it on the all 22 they're showing. I mean, just that is as bad a decision on the football field as you get from the quarterback position. I mean, it is horrendous a decision in that moment in this game to have that happen. And again, he's done it a couple times over this year. It's getting bothersome. Run. 2nd and 7. Throw in a completion. And this is where momentum starts to shift in games on a play like that in addition to it. It does not bet an interception. Now the defense starts to... You get back on that field, run the ball, Gino. Washi Visquez, thank you for being a member of the Hawks Nest for 37 months. Holy lordy. Thank you for that, man. Over 3 years. 1st and 10. Cardinals on the 42-yard line. 4 wide receiver look here for Kyler. Dropping back to throw. Taking the check down here. Seahawks dropping into some deep zones here. Kyler's recognizing that and hitting his running back for a couple of throws and completions here on this drive. Can't get too safe with your play calling here, Mike. Gotta keep the pedal down. Keep the pedal down. Come on. Keep it going. Fishquest says, I've died and went to 2022. Go D. Go run. Go Hawks. Hey, go Hawks there, Fishquest. Thank you for, man, over 3 years of dedication and support of the channel. One of my OGs on this channel. I appreciate you for that. 1st and 10, the Cardinals on the Seahawks side of the football field at the 41-yard line. Kyler under center, I formation kind of look here. Pitch wide to Trey Benson. Trey Benson with a little bit of room to work with here. He's going to get a nice gain, 8 yards. Defense starting to bend a little bit here. Jonathan Bates, Keefe, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys for doing that. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. Thank you for helping me get a little bit closer to that 20,000 goal that we're shooting for here. We got well over almost 1,300 people in the chat here today. If you could for me, please do hit that like button. Kyler dropping back to pass. Initial pressure. He gets around it. He's going to end up sliding down. And that's another sack there for Leonard Williams in this game as Kyler slides down, and that'll be a loss of about 2 on the play. Nice job in pursuit. Mafe inside move there. Flushed Kyler from the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open down the football field. And he saw Big Cat. He said, that's a big man. I want no part of that. 11:41 to go here in this football game. 12th man up on their feet. I tell you, can you hear them, folks? Kyler in shotgun. 4 wide. Kyler dropping back to throw. He's looking. He's going to go up over the top. What a throw and completion. Beautiful throw and catch down the football field. Tariq Woolen remains on the ground after the catch. Reek press coverage there. Oh my goodness. Kyler put that ball beautifully right over the top. I thought he overthrew him when he first tossed it, but he just layered that in perfectly on the throw. First and goal for the Cardinals. MJ Seahawks, thank you for the $2 donation. Come on, D, bail him out again. We might have gone to this well a little bit too much with the Geno bail it out thing at this point. I hope not. But we played with fire in this game with how long we've allowed them to kind of dance in this thing offensively and our ineptitude. And it's allowed the Cardinals to be able to hang in long enough here to find maybe their footing offensively here as they are starting to now. Could potentially be here, MJ. Injury time out on the field for Woolen. I'm going to be right back, folks. Oh, boy. I might very well go scream into a pillow over this Geno thing. I can't, I cannot utterly believe sometimes the choices he'll make with it, where he can play so good and be on it in so many details and do things so right across the board. It has these moments down there like that where you're just like, dude, I am one of your biggest supporters, Geno. I'm one of the guys that had your back for a couple of years, but you make it brutal for me in those moments with that kind of, like, we lose this game, you lost it. And you've won us some games this year too, but it's like, did not have to go down like that. And we've been shouting at him for 3 quarters to run the ball, and he just refuses to do it. And it holds him back from being as effective as he could be as a quarterback, offensive line or not. All right, so Woolen out of the game here. First and goal-ish. Yeah, first and goal from the 10-yard line for the Cardinals. Murray 5 of 5, 64 yards on this drive. He's been very good. Play action pass. Murray dropped back to throw. Boy, there's some holding there going on. It goes uncalled. Murray will throw it out of bounds. Roy Roberts and Harris got held like a nobody's business there at the tight end position. Witherspoon in coverage on Marvin Harrison. Very nicely done on the backside. 10:55 to go in the fourth quarter. 8-play, 70-yard drive here for the Cardinals, only consuming 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Kyler in shotgun, 4 wide. He's under pressure. Seahawks can't corral him. Uh-oh, he's going to go for it here. He's going to go. Gets it down to about the 5-yard line there. This will bring up third and goal. Kyler coming up a little bit slow. I think he's okay. He's not hurt the Seahawks a lot with his legs today. They've kept him pretty under control in the pocket. Found a few yards there. Nice open field tackle there by Ernest Jones. Third down and goal. Big play in this game right now. Cardinals are going to look like call a timeout here on this play. Seahawks can get the stop. You're no doubt going to have the Cardinals then willing to take the field goal points and stay within 7. So you're not going for it on fourth down if you're the Cardinals. That'd be huge. Want to keep them out of the end zone here. You really want to keep them out of the end zone here. Alms, I think Woolen's still on the sideline. So he's standing up on the sideline. They weren't treating him. He wasn't in the blue tent. We'll see if he comes back out onto the field here. I'll let you know if he does. Cardinals have had 16 goal-to-go situations this year offensively, and they've scored touchdowns in all 16 times. Interesting note. Third down and goal. Kyler, shotgun look here. Connor in the backfield with him. 3 wide to the far side of the field. Kyler dropping back, looking. He's got all day to assess and throws it up over the top. Can't fit it in there to Trey McBride. Fourth and goal. Good stop by the Seahawks defense. Whew. They continue to play a great game here today. I do think Woolen's back on the field, by the way. I think I saw him there. Yeah, Woolen's back out on the field. Chad Ryland comes out now. He's hit 1 kick here. This is a little chip shot. Able to get it up and through. So 13-6 is the score now. Kyler Murray over on the sideline getting treated. I think he's got some issues right now, maybe with his ribs. They're probing around right now on his chest there on his right side, his throwing side of his chest there. Looked like he might have come down a little hard on that play where he scrambled there. Good stop by the defense, though. I like that. That was I'll take it. It's nice, too, as you did get the Cardinals to use one of their timeouts there. Hell of a job by the defense today, man. Trey Benson, 4 carries, 18 yards. DeMarcardio's got the 1 carry for 14 yards, which was like it was a 3rd down and 15, I think, or 18, and they just ran it on that. James Connors, 7 carries, 8 yards. And Connor has been so effective coming into this game. Such a hard guy to tackle in open space. They've done a really good job on him today, but man, defense as a whole, just they're flying around. They're on it today. No real blown spots in coverage. Even when you complete that ball on Tariq deep there, that thing's, he's right there in position. It's not like the guy's running step for step. It took a perfect throw by Kyler Murray to get that ball down the field on the defense there in that moment. They continue to play really good football these past 3 weeks. It's just a different style, different brand of football from what we saw from those prior, five weeks before that, for the most part, with the exception of the Atlanta game, of course. Here we go, folks. Here we go, folks. All righty. Never a dull moment with these Hawks. Man, he didn't even come down that hard, did Kyler? It must have been just awkwardly maybe on his elbow came in down hard on it. Strangeness. Kyler's got a towel over his head. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. DJ, thank you for subscribing, DJ. I appreciate you, folks. Please do join DJ today. We're on the road to 20,000 here. If I can get to 19.5, we're going to be doing a 24-hour stream for charity. So you can help me get a little closer to charity on that one when that goes down. But thank you for subbing up. D. Williams going to try to take this ball back. And boy, what a weird, or McIntosh there got that ball back. McIntosh kind of played that weird. Don't know what he was doing exactly there. Short return to the 19-yard line. All right, offense. Come on. No Laviska Shenault today, so McIntosh filling in for him back there. 1st down and 10. Geno drops back to throw. Ball's going to be intercepted. What? I'm in silence right now, folks. I'm just processing. I think they're going to call it incomplete here. That's a hell of a break for your Seahawks in this football game. Kyler Murray is going back to the locker room. Boy, that was almost treacherous. 2nd down and 10. Geno dropping back to throw. Hits Walker on this one. Walker fighting hard. He's going to do a lot of work there for about 4-yard gain. Andy Pinto is a grub or is a Geno? I mean, Grub's not responsible for the interception there, you know. And I don't know on the first one at half with that situation. I mean, just the bad plays just loom large. 3rd and 7, the rain is really starting to come down in Seattle. You can see it really, really starting to go here. And it's got to make probably passing the ball a little bit harder, I would imagine here. But, you know, 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. Geno dropping back on the throw. Finds JSN. JSN still keeps his feet. JSN gets the first down. Nicely done. Let's go. First down. I think that there's like the Geno throw there where the ball, it's a bad throw by Geno that gets tipped up and almost intercepted, you know, and I think that's a good grub call. Something we've called for is get him those quick throws right in front, like I've asked for in this game. And he came right back to it on the second call, did grub. And he's got to do that because the running game ain't working out of the traditional way they want to run the running game. So you're held out by the offensive line a little bit, but then Geno's got to put that throw in the right spot to Kenneth. That's not a hard throw to make. You don't throw that 4 feet to his right. Quick pitch play out to Walker here. Walker. We're going to get a holding call on the play from the Seahawks. Luke Hahn, Medford Studio. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you for doing that. This will take us back 10 yards and replay 10 yards. Jake Bobo get hit with the holding call there. Thank you guys for all subbing up to the channel. I really do appreciate that. Seahawks, 5 penalties, 51 yards in this game. Cardinals, 4 penalties, 50 yards in this game. So it's been pretty even on that side of it. 1st and 20. Clock continues to roll here for the Hawks. Roll, baby, roll. Geno and shotgun. 1st and 20. Empty look here for them. Drops back to throw. Run it. So you got to run it then. So you got to run it then. So you got to run it then. Run it then. Run it then. Run it then. He just does not want to use his legs, man. It's raining. It's hard. You're not finding guys down the field. Use your legs. Use your legs, Geno. You just saw him there. It's like it's pulling teeth to get him to use his legs and scramble there. He had probably a good 8-9 yards to go get instead of 4, but he spent so much time deliberating in back there in the pocket. 2nd and 16. Geno again and empty here. Not even going to try to run the football. Dropping back to throw. Geno trying to run the bubble screen to JSN. JSN cutting all the way across the field to go get the first down. Creative. That'll work. Nicely done. They're saying 3rd down? I thought he got past the first there. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's the original marker, I guess. That's their original. I got to the original marker. My bad. I forgot about the penalty on that one. 3rd down and 8. Another empty look here for Geno. Rain pouring down. Adjust the protections a little bit here. There's another change coming in from the sideline. They're going to adjust again one more time here prior to the snap. Geno dropping back to throw here. Geno is going to break through from the pocket. Looking. Finds DK Metcalf for the first down. Woo! Geno all day in the pocket there to look around. Good pocket movement to get away from some trouble there. Keeping his eyes down the field, and he finds DK Metcalf. Line gave him some time there, no doubt about that. DK initially running a stop route to the near side of the field. He ends up all the way on the far side of the field, but good job by DK keeping himself extended there. Big target right there for Geno to go find down the field for a first down. Huge first down in this game. Seahawks up with them around the midfield stripe now. Rain feels like it's coming down even harder. 5:51 to go. Handoff here to Walker. Walker bursts through for a gain of about 3 or 4 past the line of scrimmage. Second and 7. Seahawks come up with a quick set here. Geno's going to adjust the protections here, the play a little bit. They've been doing a lot more of this in the second half here with a little bit more of early clock. Get them up there and let them change some things. 2nd and 7. Throw out to Barner. Barner completes and catches inbounds. Short catch. This will bring this down to a 3rd and makeable. And from, I would imagine from McDonald's perspective, there's got to be a little bit of a thinking here about maybe this being 2-down territory. Because of the fact you're just out of field goal range, a punt's going to get you 20 yards. You know, they still will have plenty of time to get the field on you, even if you put them in a long field. Now, your defense has played really well, so it's not going to make it an easy decision there then for him to go one way or the other. We'll see what they do, though. Geno coming up, adjusting some things at the line here. He's got 5 seconds on the play clock, 3 seconds on the play clock. Timeout. Oh. Handoff inside to Charbonnet. Charbonnet, first down, Seahawks. Great adjustment there. They went to the run play on 3rd and 6, and it was wide open. The Cardinals were pinning back to rush the passer, and you caught them with their pants down. They got the double-A gap pressure there, but they've got their linebackers then cemented up on a man at the point of attack, running zone. That double-A gap pressure like that can get you locked in like that if the team goes to the run. You like to run the double-A gap when you got 3rd and long, though, because you don't think the run's then a possibility. 3:53, 1st and 10 here. Walker takes the ball, bounces through the first, still on his feet, fighting, drugged down finally after a nice gain of 6-7 yards. Well done. Clock continuing to wind. 2nd and 4 after that play. Walker running strong today, running hard. Budda Baker had him in the backfield, and he just shrugged off of his tackle. Y2K, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, Geno! Sanchez, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, Geno for $20 million max, or you can let him walk. Thank you for the donation, Y2K. Cardinals have a bit of an injury problem here on the field, so they're going to get them figured out. Barbara Carge, thank you for subscribing to the channel, Barbara. Appreciate you for that. Keith Spencer, thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. Welcome aboard the Hawks Nest. I really appreciate you guys doing that. It's very, very kind of you. Very kind of you. Joshua Carlisle, thank you for the $10 donation. He says, just want to say thanks for making each Sunday extra fun. Really appreciate all the hard work for us 12s. These live streams are a highlight of my week. Well, thank you for that, Joshua. I have just as much fun, if not more fun here being able to do it. So it ain't hard work for me at all. This is me in hog heaven, you know, able to just, I love it. I love what I get to do. It's an honor and really a blessing to be able to get to do this for you guys on the weekly basis. And I really appreciate you tuning in. So thank you for that, man. I appreciate the support and all of your longtime support. I really appreciate you watching, and you guys, you've made the experience for me too eminently more fun to watch, being able to do this play-by-play with you guys kind of side by side on this one. So it's just as much that way for me too as well. E2. But thank you, man. Appreciate you, Joshua. 2nd and 4 pistol look here for Geno. Farrell Brown goes in motion prior to the snap. Walker is going to get wound down here with quick penetration in the backfield, and he's going to lose a few yards on the play. Clock will continue to run. Seahawks are going to have a 3rd and 7 now. They are right on the outset of, I mean, that's, yeah, you're looking at a long field goal in the rain here from Myers' perspective. You'd sure like to get him much closer to being to try that attempt at this point. Jordan, thank you for the $2 donation. He says, I did not expect a low-scoring game. I did not either. Jordan. I wonder how much maybe the run players will talk about. Maybe that impacts some of this. Seahawks going to a handoff here to Charbonnet. And I can get what they're trying to do here, which is just get 3 or 4 more yards up to just get a little bit closer. Geno's pointing at something. 4th and 4. He's going to come up here. Are they going to try to draw him off sides here? Geno, if he really snaps this, I'll be interested. And they'll take it down to the 2-minute warning. Just trying to see if maybe you can get him to jump off sides there from Geno's perspective. But the Seahawks, I'm guessing, are going to come back, have this 2-minute warning, and they're going to try and do the field goal here. You're probably just close enough from McDonald's standpoint to probably attempt it. Now, the rain conditions are going to factor into this decision to some degree, at least a little bit, if not a major degree at this point. Jordan, I didn't expect a lower scoring game either, though. I do wonder if the players will say in retrospect a little bit of how maybe the the wet weather conditions maybe held back some of the offense and what you could do at times in this kind of game. I'm not for sure on that, but I do wonder that a little bit. Billy Heddingson, thank you for the $15 donation, Billy. I really appreciate you for that. It had nothing on your donation as far as any note goes, but I thank you for the support, the very kind, major support from you on that, Billy. Hope you're having a good one down there in Australia. Hope it's going well down there, and hopefully our Hawks can reward you with the win today. I know we got a lot of Hawks Nest contingent down there in Australia. Senor, Tiny Baby Goats, thank you for the $10 donation, Senor. I appreciate you for that. Very kind. You guys are unbelievable support on this channel every single time I go live. It's absolutely unbelievable. I get to love what I do, and you guys just dump the love even more so on top of me. I thank you for that. You guys are awesome. He says, thanks for the play-by-play. Go Hawks. It's one of my favorite things to do on this channel, Senor. You know, we get 17 games a year, if not some more, from the playoffs to preseason, but I love doing it. I want to keep getting better at it for you guys and hopefully provide you some scintillating play-by-play when I'm at my best, if I can eventually get to that place. So that's what I'm shooting for, and I thank you for it, man. I thank you, Senor. Appreciate you. As a note too, guys, folks, we will be, as soon as the game wraps up, I will literally be getting to the end game point, and then I bounce right over to the Bleacher Report. It's an app. It's an app I'll be over on for a half-hour game wrap-up over there, right as the game finishes up. So we'll be, as soon as the game goes to double, triple, zero, I'll be bouncing right directly over there. We'll be doing a post-game discussion on the channel tonight, probably around, about 6-ish or so, a little bit before 6, a little after 6. I don't know, we'll see where I'm at, but I'll be doing a long post-game discussion later on this evening. But if you can, download that Bleacher Report app. I'd like to keep going on to their app, keep doing these guest appearances. It's very good for the channel and the exposure. And the link is at the top of the description section above. Just click that there. Again, Senor, Billy, Jordan, Joshua, thank you so much, you guys, for all that support. Very kind, you guys. If you could, for me too, we've got over 1,300 people here in the chat today. If you could hit that like button for me, sub on up if you get a chance to, I would really appreciate it. Jason Myers is going to come out for the kick. Rainy conditions. It's pouring by all accounts and how it looks right now. And this is a 50-yard attempt in the pouring rain. Myers, set up, snap, down, hold up, kick is up. Kick is good. Let's go. We don't care about no raining conditions. We got Jason Myers. He gives you that stallion leg. He gives you that stallion open range kind of leg. I can pull a wagon kind of leg. Myers right down the middle, baby. Bad snap. Don't matter. I don't care. Just get it down, Dixon. Just get it down. I'll put it through. You put it down, I'll put it through. And Dixon had a little bit of a wild snap there, went up a little bit high, had to pivot it back down to get the thing down for the hold. But let's go. Offense, tough day. I don't care. 13-play, 49-yard drive, taking up an absolutely amazing 8 minutes and 12 seconds. It felt like an afternoon, frankly. Just bleeding the clock. Nobody makes them bleed their own blood. We make them bleed their own blood. Leaving a paltry 1 minute and 56 seconds on the play clock, and the Cardinals with a 10-point margin to have to overcome, all on the back of only having 2 timeouts remaining. Can the defense put this thing to rest? Let's see. Kick goes through the back of the end zone. 30-yard line is where the Cardinals will take over from here. We'll see how good Kyler's feeling in tough conditions as well. We can see with this rain coming down, it does not make it easy to pass. We'll see if Kyler even is coming out here or if it's going to be Colt time. Murray's going to make a run of it here. Tall task. You just want to keep things up in front of you, make them earn their way up that field, make them use that clock. Don't let them get out of bounds. First down and 10 for Murray and the boys. Back in shotgun. Dropping Bass. Don't worry about the play action there. Ugh. Bad tackling there. That's not what you want. Clock continues to roll. They get Trey McBride inbounds there. Come on, clock. Tick, 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 tick. Come on. Roll, babe. Roll, baby, roll. Roll that clock. Roll that clock. Quick snap here by Kyler. Dropping back to throw. He lets it loop. Ball goes to kind of nowheresville there on the play. It looked like Trey McBride got his head turned around there. Nice tackle by Kobe the previous play to get Trey McBride inbounds and keep that clock motoring. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go here. Fourth quarter, 2nd and 10. Hawks up 16-6. Cardinals trying to drive down fast if they can. Kyler in shotgun from his 30-yard line. Dropping back to throw. Finds a man underneath in Connor. Connor with some room to work. Connor, nice gain on the play. We do have a flag. We'll see where the flag is. Please don't let this be please let it be a holding call. Take him back. Take him back. There we go. Block in the back. Trey McBride. He didn't. He knew he shouldn't have done it. He did it, and he knew he shouldn't have done it. He didn't fully commit to it. It sounds like you're in the middle of doing it, and he just couldn't stop himself from doing it. 1:21 to go. 2nd down and 9. Kyler in shotgun. Defense has played a hell of a game today. Trying to put the finishing touches. Bride underneath here. He'll make the grab underneath and get cut down. Devin Witherspoon with a nice tackle. Clock continues to roll. Come on, baby. Kyler dropping back to throw here. He's looking. He's going to come back underneath here. Keep him in bounds. Short completion, short catch. Love it. A.A. Joss, thank you for the $10 donation. And did the Cardinals call a timeout there? Cardinals call their 2nd timeout. A.A. Josh, key part of last week. Twice Geno got sacked on 3rd in field goal range, and Myers hit from 52 and 57. He's been clutch lately. Well, you paid Myers to be a couple of years ago, A.A. Josh, one of the highest paid kickers in the sport, because you had a guy that was really in that upper crust of kickers by what you thought you were getting in signing him. And that he could be a guy that certainly was accurate and could make kicks kind of from anywhere, but also had the really big leg that not all kickers have. The legit leg that can hit from 50 plus yards out and hit with some regularity. And when it's good with him, and he's in a good year like now, you can get that. 2nd and 4. Murray dropping back to pass, 48 seconds here, clock ticking, Murray looking around, clock continuing to roll. Here, Kyler whips it down the field. He's got a man, completes it there. Clock continues to roll at 38 seconds. Good completion down the field there. A lot of yards picked up. We're going to reach down to about 30 seconds as he's going to try to line everybody up here. Taking a long time to get them into the right play here. Nobody knows what the play is. Guys just kind of shrugging at each other. 22 seconds left. Kyler under duress here. He's looking for a prayer. Throws the prayer up. The prayer does not complete. 2nd down and 10. But Myers, we're in a good season. Hey, Josh, you can track his career like you can track a stopwatch, where it's great to kind of poor to bad to great to poor to bad. And when he's in a great year, you're getting a great version of Jason Myers. You're getting one of the best kickers in the sport. And you're right about how clutch he has been lately. You're right about that too, because this changes this game. That making that kick changes the whole perspective of this final drive here for the Cardinals. They're going to try to go get a final field goal here and then onside and then go get the touchdown of the Cardinals here rather than try to get the touchdown. The kick will go up and the kick will be no good. No good. Let's go. And that will put a wrap on this one. But hey, Josh, thank you for your $10 donations and your big donations today on the channel. And well said on your part. Having a great Myers, having a great Dixon, having a great special teams unit. It's not merely the third rung of this team. It's the third part of this team. And they come to play almost every week. They have this year on a weekly basis. And it's a big, huge boon for this team to have that and be able to rely on that every single week. But it's going to be a hell of a win, man. Hell of a win. Jeffrey Thistle, thank you for the $2 donation. It was the defense that won us this game. It's the defense. They're going to get the credit here. They're the ones who are why you walked out of this game. It's nobody else but them in this, and by and large. Geno and the boys got that final drive that they just kind of eked out there at the end to go get that field goal to put it away. They got one other touchdown drive in through here. And good for them on that to at least get that done. But this was your defense showing you today why Mike Macdonald was brought here, what it is he brings to the table, how his defenses play, how they can suffocate offenses. It's not bend but don't break with a Mike Macdonald defense. It's we will break you, and we will try to do so right from the jump. We're not going to wait around. We're not going to sit. We're going to go at you all day long, all gas, no breaks, and that's how we play. That's how they play today defensively. And the last 3 weeks, it has really rounded up into shape in this fashion, and it's wonderful to see from this football team. Let's go, Hawks. Monstrous win for this year. You just slingshot your way up into now division title contention. You're back into playoff potential contention. Everything within this year is now firmly within your grasp to go and take. It's not going to be, oh, they're done. Oh, it's just they haven't been good enough. Hey, everything is right there for us to go grab right here and now. If we can punch, we got a chance. If we can still fight, we're still swinging. And your Hawks went out here today and they were swinging. Great game to see. Love to see it. Jeffrey Thistle, thank you for that donation. Captain Callie, thank you for the $5 donation. Says, go Hawks. Now 4 hours sleep before going to work. Well, you get some great sleep. It should be some happy sleep, because our Hawks came out with that W and rewarded us today. And what a great defensive effort from this team. And I'm overjoyed that we still are going to be fighting throughout this year, that there's still a chance here. We might see this team really rounding in its best shape. Certainly the defense is rounding into its best shape here at the right time of year. And that is wonderful to see. So Seahawks flirting around there with first place. They're sort of towing around there in first place. I'm heading over to the Bleacher Report. Click the link in the top of the chat section below right now. It'll take you directly to the Bleacher Report. We're going over there for a half-hour post-game breakdown there, and then we'll be back here for the post-game discussion here on this side in a couple of hours. If you can for me on your way out the door, hit that like button if you could. I would really appreciate it. It helps me grow, helps the channel get bigger, all that good stuff. Last donation of the day here for Keon Lund. Thank you for the $2 donation. Says, kickers are not doing it today. Myers is, though. Hey, Myers looking like one of the best in the league this year, Keon. Looking like one of the best in the league. Well, hit that like button, folks. Sub on up. We'll be back here soon. But until we're back here later on today, I shouldn't have to remind you after a big-time win like this. I shouldn't have to remind you after Hawks are flirting with first place. But let me just say it any old way. Don't you ever forget. Don't you ever forget. Go Hawks.